trucking.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hope you had a great Tuesday. There's I'm gonna get some drama here in the golf world in a second. I know that's not the most appealing thing to you, Sip or Bill's golf, but you understand what? You understand what? There's some drama.
I love golf.
You'll understand yesterday there was some good drama, but I'm gonna hold off for a few minutes on that.
Okay. I'm working through an ad blocker, so you just keep talking.
What site are you on? Hopefully it's a good
CBS
proper.
Sports.
Okay. There's no ad block on CBS Sports.
Yeah, you're going to have to work through this later.
Okay.
I'm not even going to deal.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, I disrupted the show.
That's all right.
How are you guys doing? Get it off. Jake did such a good job of getting it off the runway.
He did. Nice job. Here's some scratches. Have you ever had a time when you're like, yeah, things kind of turned health-wise for you? You're like, well, it's probably like yesterday afternoon or last night or this morning. I thought, I remember 8:22. 8:22, I sneezed twice. Have not been able to breathe since then.
Wait a second.
8:22 last night.
8:22 last night.
Yeah.
Jake, I talked to you a time like at 7.
Yeah, you called me about 7 o'clock.
How
or
was
so.
that?
You sounded fine.
That's fine.
You sounded fine.
8:22, all of a sudden I have 2 just giant sneezes. Scares the crap out of Sugar. And all of a sudden, now I've got this head cold, can't breathe. You can hear it. Oh, yeah, couldn't sleep.
Potential
Oh,
allergies.
Yeah.
though.
Horrible.
What is
Allergies, I
that?
take an allergy pill every day.
What is that?
So it's got to be cold then.
I don't know.
What are we doing? What
Yeah.
happened?
8:22. Not very often you say, when'd you get sick? I'll tell you when it was.
I know the exact moment.
The exact moment was.
Don't know that very often.
I sneezed twice and haven't been able to breathe since then.
So you're chesty?
Yeah, a little chesty, and you can hear it. You can hear it. You can hear it. It's going through me.
This doesn't sound horrible.
No.
Doesn't sound
It was a horrible night, though. Couldn't sleep.
God
It was
dang,
just,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I mean,
it was
there's something going around.
Yeah.
I don't know about that either. I mean, you and Coach Rule's ill too, but
Is it COVID-19?
Ooh, hope it's not back. Stay away, COVID.
Yeah.
Go back.
I'll get a mask.
Stay away.
I'll do the show in a
Double
mask.
mask, please, Bill. Double mask up. Double mask there.
all right. Would you
Anyway,
please,
8:22.
please,
Fighting
please,
through it.
please be appropriate.
Also, the
Overrated.
Sip we talked about some cool things. You talked about Drano. I think mine was Pepto-Bismol.
Mhm.
The other thing, which is incredible,
Drano, yeah.
is nasal spray. Couldn't breathe at all. Either nostril, couldn't breathe. Found some nasal spray that my wife had for me. And
What kind?
downstairs. I don't know what kind, what it was. Hit that this morning about 5 o'clock. All of a sudden could breathe again.
Okay, now that's something to think about.
Breathing.
I've never took nasal spray.
Could have been Zicam, possibly. Nasal
Zicam?
spray. Yeah, Zicam's a good nasal spray.
I'm not a
Felt
big
that
nasal
before.
spray.
I don't like it either. It's a weird feeling.
It's a weird feeling, but I'm telling you, can't
Cleared you
breathe.
up?
You don't care.
Cleared
you
you
don't
up?
care. Yeah. All of a sudden now. I brought it
Okay.
with me. It's over
Okay,
there.
you want to show me that later? Oh, there it is, right
I
there.
have it here with me.
Yeah.
It's over
It's
there.
over there, yeah, the little
Yeah.
blue bottle, the blue
Okay,
top
that's
there.
something to think about. I've never done that.
Yeah, when you can't
I've
breathe.
never
You've
done that.
never used nose spray, nasal spray ever in your entire life?
No, I've never have.
Ever.
I can tell you unequivocally that I've never used it.
Have you thought about it?
No.
Have you been suggested to use it before?
No. And I've had breathing problems.
Okay, well,
So
It's
yeah,
incredible. You can have like injuries and stuff. Like your shoulder hurts so bad you can't do anything. You can function fine. Something's wrong. You can't walk. You're fine. When you can't breathe,
it's trouble.
really
It's kind of
throws
scary.
you back.
Yeah.
So you know it's a big
When
deal.
you can't draw a breath.
You can't draw breath. Yes, that's a bigger deal.
That's the problem.
What's going on? Elbow really hurts. Oh, really? I can't breathe. Yeah, the I can't breathe always wins.
what was it? A sneeze that also affected? Like, did you have any sort of aching from this at all?
I
Like
don't
the
know, but
backache,
it was
possibly?
so powerful. Sugar just jumped up. She was laying right beside me. Just jumped up.
Oh, it was a big one.
Is a two. Yeah, and then from that time on, straight misery. 8:22.
Damn it.
Oh,
I feel for you.
a lot of hours of
This
misery.
is a
Bill.
guy
Sorry.
too. Most
It's 10 hours of misery.
this is a guy conversation. If it don't take this wrong because it's I'm the same way. Women get ill like this, they don't say a word.
No,
They don't.
oh, right now I'm close to the ER. I'm this close to the ER.
I'm the same way as you. I'm like, am I dying?
Should I go?
But
I dying?
But I'm like you though, Sip. I admit to it. I'm like, oh no. It might just be a cold, but ER. And then if you can, I'll be down in the basement for about a month.
We'll see you guys.
Bring down
at
some
some
soup.
point.
Bring some soup down. I'm not getting out. I'm not coming out.
I'll see you in
curled
June.
up.
Curled up with a Lifetime movie on and a big,
You've been out for 2 weeks, Bill.
big fuzzy blanket.
It's been downstairs in the cold for 2 weeks.
Where's Bill?
Help him out.
He'll come in tomorrow. He's got that cold. I don't know if he'll be here.
It's a good day for Lifetime. Hey, that's terrible. That's terrible. I feel terrible.
But you said,
but
Bill,
you're here.
It goes
Show
back.
must go on.
It goes back. It does. The show must go on. It goes back to coaching.
Yeah, I love that.
If somebody sitting next to that is just horrible, they can't talk, they can't breathe. That no one cares. They look at them like, yeah, whatever. Don't care.
That's it is. It's. I don't know. There's probably other professions that are like that, but man, coaching's like that.
The savior here that I've had saviors at a lot of places. Dr. Lonnie Albers was incredible here. The number of times that I've had to get a hold of him at weird times. The number of times I'm talking like 10 minutes before I went on the field. I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't do this. I can't do this. I've got 103 temperature. And Dr. Albers goes, I got you. He saved.
See, I always wondered about that.
Dr. Lonnie Albers.
Your access to incredible medical.
It does. You do have access to people. Yeah. But the job that he did, because he also took care of like 800 students coming in every day with something going. Every day, someone. Imagine how the sickness going through that goes through teams. Imagine having in Nebraska. And Nebraska probably has the most teams and most players is like anybody in the country.
I just thought of something, a vignette that you would go. I don't know why I didn't think of this yesterday. After your spiel about
vignettes, it's something you put on a salad.
Good word, by the way. Good word.
Just a little story that illustrates a point. I don't think that's what a vignette is.
The salad top.
Look up vignette.
Vinaigrette would be that. Vinaigrette.
Vignette.
Yeah, put some vignette in your salad. Vignette about Frank Solich. I remember this goes along with your badge of honor coaching story. Illness never stops the coach. Frank one time, and it's just stuck with me because everybody battles this. Frank was sick, and I was talking to him. He was eating at Taco Inn, and he had a flu. And I said, "Oh, you can eat." And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Do you work out when you're feeling this way?" And he said, "Yeah, harder." I go harder, and I was like, "Okay." See, I've always subscribed to if you got the flu, do not work out because it bubbles everything up to the surface, and it just gets worse. One time I did do that.
So like flu blisters.
Yeah. No, it just sounds terrible.
What is that?
I know.
It
just sounds awful.
Somebody over there with some sort of bubbling.
Hold on. In my doctor mind, we all play doctor in our mind. It bubbles this sickness right to the surface. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's the way I think about it. And I got deadly sick one time because I said, I'm going to work out. I don't care. I got a flu. I'm still going. No, then it was bad. I went down. Yeah.
I know once you start to kind of come out of it, it's really good to get going and sweat again.
Yeah.
Do some things to kind of get your body going again. Get outside, whatever you can do, get yourself back to normal.
This is not good. This is not a good
anybody's trying to get a hold of me for the next month, I'll be down in the basement.
We'll see you in June.
In a blanket.
In a blanket.
We'll see Bill.
You answer the door in a blanket.
I'm watching Lifetime movies.
Hello.
Who
goes there?
Who goes there?
Who goes there?
Get your ring notification downstairs.
State your name.
I'm ill.
Long.
That starts to show off.
Yes.
In an interesting note, I don't know what to say.
I want to give you some drama real quick. I think
Hold on, can we take a quick time out?
Baby mama drama.
Quick time out. Present for Jake. This is from Tamara for Jake.
Oh God.
For Jake.
Sip's trying to take the present. From Tamara, sister Tamara.
Tamara and
Tamara, not Laura.
Tammy
and Shin Daddy.
Oh
my!
I saw that. This is beautiful.
There's a bow in there too.
Oh God.
Is that the bow? Yes, that's the outfit.
It says Sundays are for the Dolphins with
Daddy.
Daddy.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now that is beautiful.
Yeah, and
she'll be wearing that when she's 5.
Yeah, and then there's a bow.
When she's 5, yes.
Yeah.
Won't quite fit very well, but
stretch it out.
So you got to put the bow in her hair to match up with
Just
it.
kind of
look at that. How
envision that,
cute.
would you? Would you envision that, please?
Yeah, how cute. Shindy.
Shindy and Mrs. Shindy. The Shindies.
Sundays are for the Dolphins with Daddy. Yeah. This be worn a lot.
A lot. That's
every
a big
Sunday.
one.
I think every single Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Try it this Sunday. See how
it goes. See how Elizabeth takes that one. I'll do that. This is very nice. Thank you to Tamra and Shin Daddy.
Do you have some baby mama drama?
No.
Baby.
Well, not my baby mama. No. Okay. You guys are like this before I move on to Matt Rule talk. Okay. Idle chit chat.
Ready for all this.
Yesterday, in the world of golf, I promise it's interesting. Rory McIlroy, one of the top players in the world.
Okay, you got to sell me on this.
Announced that he is getting a divorce from his wife.
Why did he announce it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this was about 9:30, 10 o'clock yesterday morning.
Who's this?
Rory McIlroy.
I'm trying to envision him.
Yeah.
He's an Irish golfer. He just won last week.
He won 2 in a row, didn't he? Didn't he win the week before, too?
He won. It was like a tournament with a guy. It was a couples tournament, basically, not like a
couples tournament.
Couples. It's hard to explain. They don't play a lot of like 2-person tournaments. It doesn't exist. It was a 2-person tournament. You won with Shane Lowry.
Okay, I see him here. I see him.
Rory Mac. Okay.
Irish.
So we all know there's LIV and PGA Tour golf, and there's the PGA Championship this week. So the moment this is announced to the golf world, Brooks Koepka. We all know Brooks Koepka, 5-time major champion. He goes to social media and posts a picture of his own wife, bikini clad, saying, "I love my wife. Mm-hmm. We've been happily married for 7 years. I wouldn't change a moment of this."
Why did he do that?
Because he's Brooks Koepka saying, "Hey, screw you, McIlroy. Look what I have and what you don't. I got a happy marriage. Screw you. Let's go play some golf this week, my friend."
Is that inbound?
There was kind of some drama. That was kind of funny.
Is that inbound?
Brooks Koepka saying, "Hey, too bad."
He's won 5.
He's won 5 majors.
Yeah.
Rory's got 4. So he's surpassed him in majors.
Why did Koepka do that? Do they have a spat?
He's kind of a...
I mean, well, Rory's been very outspoken, which I've appreciated for the PGA.
Yes, that's right.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
But, the moment that it's announced that there's a divorce, like within minutes, Koepka's putting a picture of his wife, bikini clad, saying, "I love this gal. We're so happy together."
Koepka strikes me as petty.
Yeah, he's not for everybody.
No.
He's an alpha.
Yeah.
I like him as a golfer.
Usually alphas aren't that petty.
Well,
he seems kind of petty.
In this instance, he was. So I thought it was kind of funny in the golf world. Yeah, a little bit petty, a little bit weird.
There's a lot of weird stuff out there right now. You know that.
I'm aware of that.
A lot of weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird.
There's a lot of weird. We just got to keep it real in here.
That's what I enjoy, though, because we send fun screenshots.
We do.
That's some weird stuff.
Yeah,
you sent a screenshot the other day.
I saw Horace Grant yesterday on the screenshot.
That was funny.
Eddie Grant, Horace Grant. Yeah,
just with no comment.
Nope,
just a picture of Horace.
We
Grant.
knew what it was about. Went back to Eddie Grant.
I thought about this today walking in with my 822 sickness.
Yeah, 822.
Of what it'd been like if you just go back, like we talk about Back to the Future, where stuff freaks you out. Just thinking about my dad, like in the Ron, like late 40s, 50s, whatever time. So in the 40s, he'd have been in like junior high and stuff. And just all of a sudden, just see there's one was laying right in front of the door, just scooters everywhere. And you can just get on a scooter. You can punch a credit card in and take off and drive. And where do you leave it?
Anywhere.
Wherever you want, just leave it. Can you imagine that concept going, hey, there's going to be something's going to happen here in about 60 years.
Right.
You're going to be able to ride a scooter anywhere you want. Then just stop. And then someone's going to come around and pick them all up.
Throw it on the ground.
And then they're going to charge them. And they're going to put them back out. And you can ride them wherever you want.
Do it again tomorrow.
It's one of the most bizarre concepts of business plans. And there's 3 in front. They're all over us. But there was one today, like leaned up against the building, where someone just came and ate some coffee. He's like, I'm done with that.
I saw one in a bush a few weeks ago. Just lying down in a bush out there.
In a bush.
Yeah, just laid out.
You see them in neighborhoods too. I mean, obviously.
I could not. Matt, I want to know, is anybody out there, the person, the gatherer? I'd love to know who that is. If they have like a complete control center in their house, be like going, what do we got? We got 38 out. I got to go to 48th and Vine. I got to go to this. I got to go here.
They have sensors.
Yeah, they have sensors. They have GPS sensors. That's how that. Well, but just imagine the control. Imagine that. All of a sudden, hey Scotty, where are you at? You on 27th? I tell you what, take a ride on 14th. You got 2 down there.
One in the bush.
One in the bush.
You got to kind of look for.
I look for right now.
One in the creek. You better get down. Yeah, go down the creek.
There's one in the creek.
Yeah.
Put on your waders, your hip waders.
You got to go pick.
You got to go get it.
We need it.
I hope they don't.
I wonder what happens too. When one.
I hope not.
But I think when one gets something like bad happens to it, my concern would be, okay, So you're the last person that had it, and you left it just fine, but someone picked it up and threw it in the creek, but it's on your credit card.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd like to know some answers on that. All of a sudden, someone just walks out of a
Yeah,
bar,
that's a
grabs
problem.
one, throws it out into O Street. Well, your credit card's not on it.
It's a problem.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a cool business, though.
It's
Leave it
interesting.
everywhere.
Do you see us three whipping around town on one of those bad
I've
boys?
never done it. Have you?
No, I wouldn't think about that.
I think I'd probably fall off.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a scooter guy.
Yeah.
Not a scooter person.
You're not?
No. Nope. Wouldn't do it.
There's two right there if you want to stick
I'm
your
not
credit
gonna
card
do
in there. Is there a time now? Is it
Big Swim is a big advocate for the scooter.
could you do it now? Is there a time element to this that you can't ride them in certain
Well, I
times?
think it's 24/7.
Is it 24/7?
Yeah. It's just they don't go.
I
They don't go
think
everywhere.
there's something to that. I
No,
think they
I
shut
think
down.
They
Yeah, I
shut
think they
down.
shut down.
I think
They shut down.
I think like a midnight time, all of a sudden, it's
Yeah.
like, ooh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We
No, I
can
think
investigate
there's a
this and find
timestamp.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find that out.
Yeah.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. 50% off your first fertilizer application this spring if you've not done so yet. All right. Matt Rule, a couple things. We got a list for him where he's at in coach rankings, but also he did speak last night, Sip on the Sports Network.
Yes, he did. It wasn't a lot of news, Jake. It was he just made an appearance.
Made an appearance, was talking.
He was under the weather, like Bill. He said, I mean, he was talking and somebody texted me, said he doesn't sound like he's got it tonight. And then he said the words, I'm under the weather. And it kind of goes with what Bill said. I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, that sometimes this is the time of year when coaches might hit a wall.
Well, it kind of catches up with you. You go so hard, and all of a sudden, it can jump on you. And like I said, and where it's really tough is on this is the time where assistant coaches just get crushed because you're going like crazy. And then in general, like that, you're going to have also the potential of official visits coming in on the weekend. So you might be out recruiting all weekend, official visits, right back out. And then when you come back off in May, it's pure torture. June is torture.
Why? Because of camps?
Yeah, because of camps and recruiting.
Jake.
And you work every single day. So not one day off.
I will tell you this, Bill. I'll tell you this. I would never single out a coach. I'm just going to talk about it with a broad brush. When I went down to Belton last year, Belton, Texas, and then Houston for the camps, those coaches were tired. It was they looked haggard.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one of them. He looked like Merle Haggard. I mean, it was like, whoa, they're working. They're working.
Yeah, you're on.
You're right. It was early June.
You're on no sleep. Honestly, those camps, some of the ones that you're at. So the camp that you would have went to,
Belton,
at that one up there, I would imagine that the coaches that were there were more on evaluations than they were on instruction.
There's both.
And so you'd like to actually get out there and start coaching because it makes everything go faster. You get better time. You get yourself going.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if it's just like, okay, I have to go watch these guys and do this. It's not. It's even harder.
Interesting.
But
God,
I'll
May and June, Jake.
I'll have to show you a picture. I've got a picture of a bunch of us, several of us, on a private plane coming back from Florida. We'd done 2 camps down in Florida. We're at Rutgers, and we left Florida at like 1 or 2 a.m. and landed like at 5 a.m. in the morning back in Newark, and then went straight to work. But one of our guys was I took a couple too, and the whole staff is just, I mean, they're just in chairs. They can't even sit upright, and it's just, and you land and you just go right, and you go right back. You're going, okay, this is incredible.
Yeah, that's not so. So this might be a time of year where a body shuts down a little bit. If you get time off. Anyway, he didn't make a big deal, but I'm making a big deal. But he barely even mentioned it. There wasn't anything particularly newsworthy. He talked about the kickoff time for Colorado, which is 6:30 p.m. Jake on NBC.
That's
you
right.
love that song that they play. If you have that,
You mean this one, right?
yeah, go.
This one right here.
Yeah, do it.
I love that part right there.
Jake.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'll just go right back into this. Rule regards the spring game as an infomercial for his pro infomercial.
Okay.
So this game against Colorado, thank you. Keep it going. This will be like a spring game on steroids with the night game and all the things that they do. Our game operations will be featured for the whole country to see. I wonder if they'll use Thunderstruck again. Thunderstruck.
That was that used with Matt Rule last year though or not? That was Scott Frost who used Thunderstruck.
Oh.
Did Matt Rule use Thunderstruck last year? I cannot confirm that. I don't remember if he used that.
If anybody would know that, it would be you.
Were there night games in November? There weren't any last year in November. October. I don't remember Thunderstruck being a thing last year in Nebraska.
I think there's just one night game last year.
Northern Illinois early in the season.
Could that be true? Could that be true? I mean, Rule did make reference to he's only had one night game at Nebraska.
I think that was Northern Illinois.
Yeah,
and Nebraska won handily.
I don't remember them playing Thunderstruck.
I don't either. So maybe we won't see Thunderstruck. Maybe it's something else or something new. New entirely.
But that's it. He can't go out. Bill's mentioned that the head coach can't go out this time of year. But they're very aggressive right now. So that was nothing else. I mean, there was no real news out of it. There was nothing crazy.
He's excited for the game, excited for the kickoff.
Well, I mean, I think he recognizes that fans are. I don't know. Do coaches get excited? I guess he said, yeah. I mean, he said it'll be an amazing, amazing game and all that. I don't know if coaches look at it quite like we do. My guess is not.
Yeah, I mean, you feel it. It's the same thing about that. Every game's the same. No, they're not. No,
you've said that before.
Yeah, it's not even remotely true. They all count the same, or the conference games count the same. So if you beat Ohio State next year, which would be great, but you lose to Purdue, and it's a one loss in the conference and it's a win in the conference. That's all that matters. But the games are different. You don't go to places to play like you don't go to LSU to not play in the swamp.
Right.
That's the
big game.
You know, to go play Alabama.
Right.
Urban Meyer at Ohio State played the Michigan fight song the entire day, the entire week of the game.
They make no bones about it.
Yeah, no, it's the game.
Yeah.
So don't tell
call
me.
it the game.
So you can't call it.
It's not like Purdue.
It's not all the same. No, and the big thing is like, why'd you come here? What games did you want to play in? Why do people go to the SEC?
Michigan to beat. Yeah. No, you're right. I got it.
I want to go play I want to go play A&M. I want to go play Alabama. I want to play Georgia. I want to play in these games. That's how it's like you don't get excited about a game like, oh man, it's incredible. I can't believe it's going to be Middle Tennessee's rolling in here. And then you get all the coach speak talk like that. You don't want to have where you're just stacked up where it's like, yeah, we want to play 12 of those things. That's like impossible. It beats the crap out of you. But we talked about schedules, but boy, when you get ready to go play in one of those games, there's a different vibe to it. We opened up the season at LSU 1 year against in Jerry's World against Miami. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
That I was asked yesterday if this is if this Colorado game for Nebraska is a referendum game. I said no, it's too early for that. A referendum on the program? No. You might push back on that, Jake. I'm saying no. It's year two.
Well, no, but it's
the second game of year two.
We talk about this season that Nebraska, could be a surprise team in college football. The schedule is for the taking for the Huskers. Now, it wouldn't be over if you lost that game, but you talk about opportunity. An opportunity lost if you lose that. Yeah, you might be able to rattle off some wins and these winnable. Northern Iowa is the next game after Colorado, and you got some easier Big Ten games following that. Easier Big Ten games. But I just think
which game is the bigger for, Nebraska or Colorado? I think it's crystal clear. It's Colorado.
Is it
really?
Yeah, I think it's a. I mean, it's a
that goes with
game.
what I'm saying.
I'm with Steve. It's not one of those a must win. You hear about. It's close to that for Colorado
because
of the uniqueness of the style of building the team.
Yeah,
the unique, and also the other part is that if the discussions are correct and they're talking about that the quarterback Shedeur is going to be the first pick in the draft.
No.
I saw fourth as of yesterday. So you had top five pick. Top five. They're saying top five.
So if he's the first quarterback taken, you have to win that game. That's what top quarterbacks do.
Is, yeah.
That's what top draft picks do.
Yeah. I hear you.
I saw a mock draft yesterday. It's early, 2025, that has both Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders in the top five of the draft this upcoming year. I think Hunter was my point. Shedeur is fourth.
If you have that on your roster and you say, hey, we have the top quarterback in big moments, and then you have another top five player, and Travis Hunter is, I will say this, He's incredible.
He's a dude.
You want to? I watched just by chance. Had to dumb into his high school highlight film. Wow, it is a wow. I mean, I saw the guy play. I have no idea. It just popped up on some social media, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to watch it. I never watched this.
Hold on.
It's kind of fun. And then also, he said he goes out and plays like 100 snaps a game.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Plays both sides of the ball
Very
well.
well. Not just kind of like, oh no, very well.
This isn't like, oh, he's kind of an average deep back, but he put him out. No, he's a very good deep back. He's a very good receiver, and he never gets tired. Never gets tired.
I mean, he played in the probably was on the field at TCU was 120.
He was hot.
Did he play like 120 snaps?
That's the first game of the year.
Some snaps. Yeah.
Goes out there, plays every snap, basically. Yeah.
Born in West Palm Beach, went to high school in Sewanee, Georgia. So you were probably watching Sewanee, Georgia film.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Collins Hill High School.
Yeah.
Collins Hill. So they got 2 first-rounders.
Two top 5 picks potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Shador and Travis Hunter. Again, CBS
So
Sports had
with
him 4
that,
and 5.
I'm just saying with that puts if you're on the other side of that,
Mm-hmm.
you just flipped it and you say that there was whatever, and Raiola was going to be the first quarterback projected to be taken in the draft.
Yes.
And you had another first rounder that played both positions
Mm-hmm.
who would be expected to win the game.
The team with the 2 first-rounders.
With the 2 first rounders.
Right.
But because of that, along with the uniqueness of the build,
Mm-hmm.
that makes it much more intriguing. And I feel it's more. This is on Colorado, way heavier.
Could Nebraska, I don't want to say end the hysteria, but if they would hammer Colorado, well, Colorado lost to North Dakota State, which is they play North Dakota State out of the gate.
On a Thursday night.
That's going to be fun.
Okay, if they lose that, and then they lose to Nebraska, the Deion thing could go away pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
It could go away pretty quickly.
It went away quickly last year.
Yeah.
When the losses started to stack up, all of a sudden there was nobody on the sidelines anymore.
Ooh.
Remember, Colorado State game, Nebraska game, you couldn't get
a freak show.
Everyone was
a freak show.
Everyone was showing up.
You saw it.
It was the who's who. Private planes coming into Boulder.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, when they're playing Utah in the last game of the year, there was no one there.
8 of 9. They lost 8 of their last 9.
Yeah, there was nothing going on.
See, if they lose to North Dakota State, then Nebraska hammers them. The whole thing could subside very quickly.
It's possible.
We'll see. See how many times they jump off sides. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, how many false starts? Yeah, they got 5 offensive linemen.
It's going to be loud.
5 new offensive linemen.
Yeah.
It's going to be loud.
It's going to be loud.
We'll see if Shador throws a fit. If arms are flailing. If guys are jumping.
Palms up.
Palms up. What do we do?
So one of the toughest jobs in the country is the offensive coordinator for Colorado. That's a tough one.
Because he's got to put all these pieces together and make it click.
We have a whole new offensive line. We have all these pieces. Oh, we need to look. And also, it's not, if you're at Michigan, what do you got to do? What did Michigan do last year? Just win the game. Win the game. Oh, we got to run it every single snap against Penn State in the second half. Yeah, let's try that. Don't care.
Colorado going to run every snap?
Nope.
That'd be hilarious.
There's going to. I
don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We're going to run it. We're going to run it.
Yeah.
We're going to run 47 times for 42 yards.
Yeah.
We're not giving up on the run, baby. Not giving up on it.
There's going to be style points to it.
We're going to talk about that Colorado game for a lot of days, and it's May 15th, and we've talked about it a lot. May 15th, game's months away.
Yes. By the way, if you are curious where Matt Rule stacks up in terms of where people think what they think about him in terms of coach rankings, saw this yesterday that CBS Sports moved him down 2 spots. He was 27th last year in their rankings. Now they've not put out their 1 through 25 yet. That's today. They'll put out the top 25 coaches. But Matt Rule 29th per CBS Sports, behind Gus Malzahn at UCF, behind Jonathan Smith, Michigan State, Willie Fritz at Houston, and he's just ahead of Jed Fish at Washington, Dave Clawson, Wake Forest, Brent Venables, Oklahoma is 34th this list. Mario Cristobal, 35th at Miami.
Deion 61.
61st he's 61st.
Deion 61. We could spend a lot of time on these rankings. They're fascinating to me. Aranda's at 55. What happened to Aranda? What happened?
Well, right now they're not winning. They're not winning.
Right.
They had a great run. They won the Big 12.
And that was 2021, I'm guessing, when they were 12-2, right?
I believe so.
The Bears are 9-16 since then, and 3-9 last year. He's dropped the coach that I had no idea, and I don't know. Can you name the Georgia Tech coach? Do you know who he is?
If you put it down like a list of 3, I'd pick it out every time.
It's Brent Key.
Brent Key. Yeah, that would hit
Now,
me.
Brent Key, I had no idea that he was doing this at Georgia Tech. He's 9-6 in the ACC. Brent Key.
Yeah.
Now he's only 54 on this list, which strikes me as low for what he's doing. He was 4-4 as the interim in 2022, and then was 7-6 last year. He's 9-6 in the ACC
At Georgia Tech.
at
It's
Georgia
incredible.
Tech.
It's incredible.
Thank you. Should be higher than 54, I think. Now I don't.
I also like Clausen at Wake Forest.
He's in the top.
He should be higher than
He's
that.
not in this. He's in the top.
He's at 30.
He's at 30. I'm sorry.
He's behind Matt Rule.
He could be in the top 20 for me. When I look at
I'm
these
sorry,
lists,
Jake.
I get way there. You get the Sabans that have everything, but yet he's still Saban. But
Mhm.
some places they have all the bells and whistles, and they perform okay.
Mhm.
I look at the ones that like what they've done at Wake Forest is remarkable. I mean, when you talk about what they have for facilities, what the student population is, all the different things. There's some places I look at just differently. So I always look at that. Like, what did Willie Fritz do at Tulane?
A lot.
A lot.
Beat USC in the Cotton Bowl. No big deal.
I mean, a lot. And so
Yeah.
I look at those. I look at those coaches different.
How about? Okay, I mentioned one who's doing well. The BYU conversation is interesting to me.
Kalani Sitake.
Yes. So what they write is this. BYU always, this is not me, this is whoever wrote this for CBS Sports, Fornelli probably. BYU always played a difficult schedule as an independent. Yes. Last year was a good reminder, though, that it's one thing to play Power 5 programs occasionally, but another to do it every week. BYU had its first losing season since 2017. 5-7 in the Big 12. They won only 2 conference games. So because I'd always get the conversation of, BYU's ready. I mean, they play teams. They weren't ready. They weren't ready.
No.
They won 2 games in the league. It's tough. That league's fairly tough too.
Yeah,
It's getting tougher. The other guy, trouble. Billy Napier's in trouble.
At Florida.
Again, just
Napier.
Jake, pull it up.
Yes.
Pull up schedule up.
Florida.
Yeah, you want
Florida?
You want to hear some fun? You want to hear some fun?
Okay, so now
Wanna
I'll
hear
set it
follow
up this
schedule?
way. Napier was 5-7. Wait a second. Yeah. They haven't. The Gators under Napier haven't finished higher than 4th in the SEC East.
Florida, this is their schedule this year. They play Miami off the bat.
Miami.
Off
Not
the bat.
Ohio.
Then
Miami.
they play Samford. That should be a win. Then they host A&M
Host A&M.
at Mississippi State. They host UCF in a non-con game.
How about their non-con?
Yeah, how about that?
Their 2
UCF
non-con is Miami and UCF.
and Samford.
You think UCF wants to play that game?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
they want that game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want some of
They
this?
want game. Yeah.
They're at Tennessee. They're
At
home,
Tennessee.
home against Kentucky, at Georgia,
Oh, good God.
at Texas. Back-to-back weeks at Georgia, at Texas. LL.
Yeah.
Then they host LSU. Then they host Ole Miss, and then they play Florida State to end the season
Is,
on the road.
is Napier an offensive coach or a defensive coach?
What's that?
Billy Napier, does he coach? Is he an offensive guy or a defensive guy?
What's that? He's a offensive guy. I'm losing my mind. Offensive guy. So I want you to think about this if you're just as fandom, think about this. So they're in the SEC, and the SEC has an advantage. They play 8 conference games and 4 non-con. Give me the 4 again for
non-con.
They got Miami, Samford is non-con,
Samford, UCF, and Florida
UCF,
State.
and Florida State. 3 of them.
Why would you do that?
I mean, 3 of them are the most ridiculous. That's insane.
Why would you do that?
That's insane.
Why would you do that as an AD?
That's
I have
insane.
no idea.
Could you imagine right now if Nebraska's 3 non-con games were
Well, let's say Florida State.
we got Florida State, we got UCF, and we got Miami.
Ah,
It'd be exciting, but also scary as hell.
well,
I mean,
yeah, we'd be
scary
talking about stupidity at in the AD's office is what we'd be talking
Yeah.
about. Why would you do that?
That'd go right up there. That would go above baby tax.
Yeah.
It would go above baby tax. The dollar tax.
Excited about the matchup, but terrified at the same time. We're trying to win some games here. Just get to a bowl game. We will dive back in these rankings throughout the rest of the week also. When we come back, we'll talk to Husker Online, Sean Callahan next, an early break on the ticket.
Hear me?
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, Husker Nation, Matt Davison here with 1890. It's an exciting time to be a Husker fan, and to keep that momentum going, we need your help. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics, and we're doing the same through name, image, and likeness. NIL is a unique opportunity for every Husker fan to have a direct impact on the success of our programs. Through 1890, 100% of your contribution goes to the student athletes. So go to 1890nebraska.com, choose your sport, become a member, and help the Huskers recruit and retain the best. Go Big Red.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's truck month at Koppel, and we want to sell them all. Choose between 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list price. Yes, you heard right. That's 0.9% APR or as much as $8,000 off list on select new GMC and Chevrolet inventory. So please make that money-saving drive to Koppel in Louisville, or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
If you've been putting off your health, what are you waiting for? The summer 10-week challenge at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping is exactly what you need to kickstart your wellness. Farrell's gives you all the tools, coaching, support, and accountability you need to be successful. The 10-week challenge begins on June 8th, and monthly payments are now available. Head to fxblincoln.com for all the details. Stop taking your health for granted and get started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
What's the radon level at your home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Make sure your home is safe with a radon check from Bryant. If you've already tested, ask Bryant for a free estimate for mitigation. Once completed, you'll get a report showing how much safer your home is. When it comes to radon, call Bryant 467-1111 for testing and mitigation. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. I think my first memory of golf is playing with my dad at a par 3 course. It was an absolute blast, and he always would have an ice cream hole. So if I got an 8 or less, we'd be going for ice cream.
My first memory of golf really focused on driving the golf cart, being able to drive that cart.
You were a crazy driver.
I was a crazy driver, but it was what I look forward to. And what's really funny now, when I take my kids out play golf, that is the one thing, along with the snack bar, that they are most excited about.
Focus on the good stuff. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Are you ready to take your seating season to the next level? Now's your chance with Landmark Implement's early order program. Don't miss out on the best deals of the season on new John Deere air seeders and drills, including the N500C Central Commodity System. Experience the ease of operation with the new N500C's intuitive design, simplifying your seeding process and saving you valuable time in the field. Lock in the largest cash discount, snag the best financing rate, and ensure availability on a new drill. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
Do you love turning wrenches? Are you looking for a new career path? Acres Equipment has the opportunity for you. The Acres Fast Track program trains you to become a John Deere certified technician in just 12 months. In the Fast Track program, you'll earn full-time wages along with incredible benefits, free tools in a toolbox, plus free comprehensive health insurance and an awesome retirement plan. Visit acres.com/careers to learn more about this exciting opportunity. Hurry, space is limited, so apply today and fast track your career. Acres is an equal opportunity employer.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars: Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. The postseason is here in the Pro Volleyball Federation. The Atlanta Vibe enters the 1 seed, and they'll face off against the 4th-seeded Grand Rapids Rise, followed by the 2-seed Omaha Supernovas versus the 3rd-seeded San Diego Mojo. Both matches on Wednesday, May 15th. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 5 p.m. with first serve at 6 for Game 1, with the second match to start around 8:30 p.m. Make sure to tune in for the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network. This,
anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Zip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebraska, Colorado, 6:30 p.m. September 7th on NBC Memorial Stadium. We are joined now by Husker Online, Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. We've been talking about this game for a long time, but do you believe the lead up to the Colorado game will rival the 2014 Miami game here in Lincoln?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be bigger in the sense that Deion Sanders is going to be there. I mean, the 2014 Miami game didn't have near the television audience that this game is going to have. You know, when you look at the NBC window, Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, we saw what that rating was at 11 a.m., which was 10 a.m. in Boulder, nearly 9 million viewers a year ago. So it really could be one of the largest, you know, viewing audiences and stages Nebraska's played a game on in quite some time.
Yeah, I don't know how to, I mean, it's May 15th, and we're talking about this a lot. It's got to subside at some point, right, Sean?
I mean, I just think people are excited. The Big Ten has, you know, long put their top games that are going to draw the best ratings at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And you know, Nebraska's fortunate. Nebraska fans, I should say, are fortunate because Texas and Michigan is a game that will pull probably as good or a better number. Two of the winningest programs of all time matching up in a rare non-conference game after playing each other, you know, after being in the college football playoff a year ago. So, I mean, that's probably one of the, if that game isn't happening, this game's probably a big noon kickoff game. But, you know, Deion Sanders in September, especially, we know his ratings draw. So, you know, there's a lot of excitement, I think, at all fronts because of the mystery of what Colorado is and the rivalry, the night game stage. I got to expect we're going to see another one of those drone shows or something special in the stadium that night.
Drone show, yes. And then there's another Sanders that came into our being that's interesting. David Sanders, no relation to the Deion Sanders family, but he is the number one offensive tackle in the country. He's out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And he was here this past weekend, Sean, and I don't know, how do you size this one up? The big man, go ahead, Sean.
In the history of the internet era of online rankings, he's the highest player that's taken an official visit to Nebraska. I mean, he's the number 2 overall player in the country. So it's an easy thing to say because I know they've never hosted on an official visit the number 1 overall consensus player when you do the industry rankings or the consensus rankings where you combine all the rankings together. So it's as big as it gets. And you know, they got him on campus, and that's a victory in itself. I think now is can they survive this gauntlet he's going to take and stay on his mind? Did they do enough to at least stay on his mind? I'm going to be in Nashville the last week in May for the On3 Elite Series event, and he's going to be there. So I'll get a chance to interview David Sanders a little bit more as well for the site later this month. But he's got Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia. He's got a long list of visits that are going to take place from May 31st weekend all the way until the final weekend in late June before the dead period.
And regarding him, Sean, now again, I think fans probably don't believe they have a great chance of getting him. That's just the fact you have those other big teams. But if they were to somehow land a player like this, does this change your thoughts in terms of how Nebraska can land big-time players going forward? 5 stars, you know, not all the time, but sometimes.
Well, the conversation is NIL-driven, too. I mean, to get a player like this now today, this is not like signing Marlon Lucky as a 5-star running back in 2005. I mean, there's an NIL element to this as well. You know, think about Ndamukong Suh. He was a near 5-star guy in 2005. And, you know, now if he was coming out, can you imagine the NIL piece to it?
Yeah.
So I think not only do you have to be a program that gets the players' attention, you also have to pass, as I joked on our show, the credit check. You have to be able to pay the bill to get a player of this caliber. And Nebraska's in that position with what they have. But, you know, everyone else that's recruiting will be too. So that's the other part. I mean, when you get to a player like David Sanders, there's representatives and agents and people around him helping him. So there's a lot that goes into a discussion. It's not just being a good fit that he likes to be at. There's a lot more things in play now today that weren't in play even 5 years ago in recruiting.
Let's stay on the recruiting jag, Sean. Nebraska got a quarterback, a 4-star quarterback, TJ Lateef. TJ Lateef, significance to you? What's the significance?
Well, they really only identified 2 quarterbacks, in my opinion, over this 2025 recruiting process. Very early on last summer, Alex Mansky was a guy that they really circled in on. But then when Dylan Raiola committed back in December, he kind of had a foot out the door at that point. And then he committed to Iowa State, where he's one of the top players in Iowa. He's right by Ames, Iowa.
Algona.
From that point on, the focus became Lateef. They offered Lateef, and he was their guy, the 4-star out of California. And when you can do that, but that's what you want to see. I mean, they weren't just making. Quarterback recruiting is not going great sometimes when you see a school just having to throw new offers out in May. That usually says that, hey, they've missed out on the guys they want. Lateef was the only quarterback they brought on campus in 2024. He was the only guy that they offered and really showed attention to. So that's a big success to get him. They brought him in for the spring game weekend. It took about a month for him to kind of process that before he made that commitment on Mother's Day. So, big piece to this recruiting class because he really is the first national guy they've added. I mean, everybody else in this class, for the most part, are Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado kids, and then Bear Tenney is from Utah.
And this is Glenn Thomas all the way, right?
Right. Yeah, Nebraska's new quarterback coach led the way on Lateef. And, this was the guy he went after. So you talk about what's his role in the quarterback coach. I mean, he was able to get them Lateef and bring him into this class.
Sean, Matt Rule is ranked 29th in the CBS. I don't know, Sean. I don't think you're big on these things. You know I am. I love coaches' ratings. Any ratings that come out this time of year, list ratings, I'm all in. It puts in perspective a lot of different things. Do you see Rule at 29th as about right-ish?
I mean, it's such a complicated discussion because I still think you have to weigh what he did at Temple and Baylor, and to me, that's better than 29th coaching.
Okay.
He had College game day at a Temple game against Notre Dame, and took Baylor to a Big 12 championship game. After they were, going through major NCAA things when he took over that job. So, I think so much of it is based on what happened the year before. And so if they do this list next year, Nebraska has a good year this year, it changes quite a bit. So they're just fun off-season fodder pieces to get guys like you on the radio through the month of May. I mean, that's how I look at it. So.
Yeah, but if you read the list, though, Sean, I'm going to defend it a little bit. It's pretty interesting. Like if you read through the names and what guys are doing, it's a worthwhile exercise.
They're just so different. I mean, there's it's one man's list, and there could be 10 more of these that come out, and they're all going to be a lot different.
True.
Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Husker Carolina, Sean Callahan. In terms of that, like you said, there's regarding these lists. I mean, Brett Bielema had success at Wisconsin. He's below Nebraska. Matt Rule, he's at 35 on this list?
Is he 35?
He's 36 in this list. Mac Brown is 37th. How about that for a guy that had a lot of success throughout his career in college football? 36th or 37th on the list.
Then there's confusing ones to me. Rhett Lashley. Do you recognize that name, Bill?
Yes.
Rhett Lashley at SMU.
Yep.
Is coming off a conference title. SMU was 11-3 and undefeated in league play last year. He's only 45th on the list, which, I mean, this is now they were in the ACC last year, and now what are they doing? They're going into the ACC, so we'll see what happens here. But man, he had a big year last year.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like you said, Bielema won the Big Ten 3 years in a row.
He did.
And
that's hard to do.
That's very hard to do.
It's really hard to do. They won it 3 times in a row.
Bill O'Brien is 51st at Boston College in this list. Now he's been a head coach for a while in college football.
Now, isn't that interesting though, Bill? O'Brien takes the Boston College job. What is that?
Yeah, that was
just go there to die.
It was a shocking job. Here's where it's shocking is that he's the OC at Ohio State, loaded potential national championship, a lot of different things going on. and he leaves to go to Boston College, but yet the head coach at UCLA leaves UCLA to go to Ohio State. That's where the transition is very
weird
odd
out there. Yeah,
weird.
It's very odd.
Yeah,
but O'Brien is a Boston person, so it's like, okay, I can go here, do this, see what happens.
Yeah, this list. I mean, if you want a fun exercise today, read it. Just read through the coaches. It's interesting. I don't get into now, Jake. The one thing I don't really get into is the positioning. There's some I've identified as, I'm surprised he's a little low. He could be higher, but it's more about just reviewing where these guys are. By the way, Kurt Cignetti is 43.
Google me.
Yeah, Google me.
Google him.
He's 62. Google that. But yeah, he's
62 years old.
Yeah, he is. He is. And if you Google him, he is 119 and 35 in his career with 4 conference titles. He has had a good year, a good run. He's had a good run. He had James Madison in the AP top 25 in each of the last 2 seasons.
They will be Indiana.
Yeah,
I see them as a perennial bowl team because they're out of the East.
They're out of harm's way.
Before you should be like, okay, how do you get into a bowl game? Well, we've got 3 games on here that not only we're probably going to lose them, we're going to get absolutely
jackhammered.
Yeah, just. I mean, like I said, 1 game beats you twice. That's one of those games.
That's a problem.
And so it's a big problem.
It is.
So now it's not a big problem.
Right.
And so now they're gonna play. If we'll look at Indiana's schedule at some point in time, but they have a better chance at Indiana. You have a better chance at Rutgers. You have a better chance at all those schools. You don't start out the year and just go 3 guaranteed L's.
Don't forget, I mean, their over-under was 5.5 yesterday for Circus Sports. I mean, Purdue is at 4, Northwestern 4.5, Indiana this year 5.5, and the first year Cignetti.
Rutgers at 6.
Rutgers at 6. Before we get to break, segment 2 is sponsored by Beck's Hybrids, the largest independent family-owned seed company. They want to wish farmers a safe and successful planting season. For any in-season seed needs, find your nearest Beck's Hybrid seed rep at beckshybrids.com. And Sip, what is Bill wearing for his sweatshirt today? What does it say?
It says Beck's. It's black. It's a black.
It's my favorite one.
It's a good sweatshirt.
I wear it a lot. I do. I wear it a lot. It's very comfortable.
Would you call that a hoodie?
It's a hoodie, and it's kind of, it's smooth.
It is
kind of slick. So
some people like that material.
I like it way better.
Some don't.
I'm a fan.
This is the material I want. I don't want the heavy cottony.
Who would not want
Margaret
that
didn't like that material.
No, it's
what?
a bad take.
Margaret didn't like the material on the sweatshirt I have.
No.
Oh, tried to offer.
Well, that's great. Yeah, have her call Sonny because Sonny picks out the material and it's incredible. We appreciate you, Sonny. Yeah.
Just presenting both sides of the story.
Yeah, faith and family.
I like
and Sonny and farming. And farming.
Faith, family, and farming.
Yeah.
And that sort of material.
Yes, and that material.
Whatever that is.
That's what they do.
Thank you, Trevor, for the
shirt. More of
it's
a blend. It's a blend, and Sonny picked it out. Yeah. Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you, guys.
Hope he's going to the Elks Club tonight.
Mailbag and song of the mailbag and song of the day next.
Okay, and then roll call. Roll call.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring in Nebraska brings green grass and warmer weather, but it also brings severe storms which can cause damage to your home. Meadowlark Exterior specializes in hail, storm, and wind damage restoration, as well as roofing, siding, and gutters for commercial or residential buildings. Meadowlark Exteriors focuses on fine craftsmanship and proves that in their attention to detail. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and insurance claim assistance, serving the Lincoln and Omaha surrounding areas. Call today at 402-875-2956 or go to meadowlarkexteriors.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
The postseason is here in the Pro Volleyball Federation. The Atlanta Vibe enters the 1 seed, and they'll face off against the 4th-seeded Grand Rapids Rise, followed by the 2-seed Omaha Supernovas versus the 3rd-seeded San Diego Mojo. Both matches on Wednesday, May 15th. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 5 p.m. with first serve at 6 for Game 1, with the second match to start around 8:30 p.m. Make sure to tune in for the next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network.
I'm Dave Osted. And I'm Ryan Osted. I think my first memory of golf is playing with my dad at a par 3 course. It was an absolute blast, and he always would have an ice cream hole. So if I got an 8 or less, we'd be going for ice cream.
My first memory of golf really focused on driving the golf cart, being able to drive that cart.
You were a crazy driver.
I was a crazy driver, but it was what I look forward to. And what's really funny now, when I take my kids out play golf, that is the one thing, along with the snack bar, that they are most excited about.
Focus on the good stuff. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here. Summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Are you ready to take your seating season to the next level? Now's your chance with Landmark Implement's early order program. Don't miss out on the best deals of the season on new John Deere air seeders and drills, including the N500C Central Commodity System. Experience the ease of operation with the new N500C's intuitive design, simplifying your seeding process and saving you valuable time in the field. Lock in the largest cash discount, snag the best financing rate, and ensure availability on a new drill. Contact your local Landmark location for full details and experience the Landmark difference.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1980, Dancing With Myself by Billy Idol. By the way, in concert tonight at Pinewood Bowl. If you want to go see him in Lincoln. Yes. Tonight.
Can you believe
Billy
that?
Idol in town tonight at Pinewood Bowl, Pioneers Park.
I hope he's not listening right now.
Why?
Okay, the dance was good.
We were bounced up and down.
The timing this helps. Once again, Cheeseball City. I'm not doing it. I'm not. You asked me to be honest a few months ago. You asked me to be honest.
I did?
Yes.
Are you sure? Find that clip.
Confirm.
The dancing probably raised it a little notch.
We were dancing in here.
Yeah. Josh was too.
So was Shin Daddy.
Shin Daddy was
dancing over there.
Bill's dance was good. It was effective.
He stood up. He stood up even.
It was a solo dance. I can get to a 5, maybe. Just short of a 5. I'll go 4, 8, 4, 3, and I would turn it off.
You won't be.
I do turn it off.
You won't be at Pinewood Bowl then tonight.
No, I do turn it off.
Never turn it off. It's a walk-up song.
Oh, a walk-off song in a cheesy bar.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. There's no place when that song comes on that just doesn't go berserk.
Oh God,
it's a berserk song. Yeah, Billy Idol used to. Let's sink another drink. I mean, classic.
That's beautiful.
Heyman's with me. That's not a classic line.
That's
by the way.
that is a classic. Let's sink another drink.
Come on.
Oh
What's
yeah,
wrong with that
was
line?
great. That's a 94429. Absolutely love it. Great energy. Thank you. I'm just not going to be let's just be miserable.
Let me correct something.
Heyman's a 1.4.
Concert is tomorrow night.
Oh, that's
Tomorrow.
Okay.
So he's not in
Pinewood
town.
Bowl's packed tonight. No, he's not there.
He's not in town.
Thank
Not
you
in
to
town
Charlie
yet.
and David. Yeah, tomorrow night.
He's
is your
probably not
concert.
here yet, so I'm going lower.
I
I'm
did
going
it because
4-4.
Heyman's song is tomorrow, so I can't play that tomorrow. That's why I did that today.
Josh went
Yeah,
high
tomorrow.
on this, I think.
I tell you
We'll
what,
go 9-1 for
it was
Josh.
8-8 for Josh.
Go
It was
9-1.
incredible.
9-1.
Yeah, that
9-2 and Ben
Ben's a
7-5
with the hair. With the hair.
Young Ben.
With the hair.
Ben, understated.
Young Ben, yeah.
Not a hair blow.
Nice hair there. Okay. Some ratings here before we get to the mailbag. Sandmaster 6.9, Officer McLeod in Columbus 7.2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stick that in your crawl.
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.B. 7.2. John in Southeast Lincoln 9.8.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
had people. Yeah, it had people going.
This will help Sip out. Triple H's dad a 4. So
Yeah.
that's in Sip's territory there.
Rick Heyman, Cheeseball City 1.4.
Yeah.
Ryan
Couldn't
in
be more wrong. Heyman.
Ryan in California 1.2.
There's a lot of money.
Hear that, Sip?
A lot of money.
Ryan in California 1.2. That's on your side there.
Ryan.
Sanderson says you're rolling, Jake 8.8. Crawford 8.9. Who in the club? 6.
That's not bad.
6 from Bird.
That's pretty
really
high for
Bird.
Yeah,
That's pretty high for Bird. He's had some high
Where's
scores.
Corey?
Some high scores.
Where's Corey?
I don't see Corey
Damn
yet.
it.
I see Jim in Lebanon, Indiana gives it an 8. Yes, the concert's tomorrow. Thank you. I correct. It's tomorrow. Sorry, don't go tonight.
This you know what this screams?
What?
It screams the Pinewood Bowl is going to be packed.
Yeah, and don't. Hey, Jake,
Yeah.
do not play him again tomorrow.
Do not. It's Heyman's song tomorrow. I'm not
Okay,
playing.
thank God.
Heyman, you play him then.
No,
Not playing.
no,
It's not happening.
no.
Billy Idol.
Ugh.
Oh,
Bill would like to see that.
he's incredible. He's an
Can you
artist.
imagine Bill at a Billy Idol concert?
Yes, I can because he just was doing
just
it.
bobbing up and down.
I can fully
I
imagine.
know Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 100.
Is he 100?
Oh, yeah,
I think he
absolutely.
might
He's
be.
Please
in.
confirm that,
Yeah.
Rick.
I'm
Is
pretty
Billy
sure
Idol
he's
in the
in.
Rock and Roll
He's
Hall
in.
of Fame?
I'm pretty
He's
sure
in.
he's in.
He wore like the leather wristbands with like the spikes on it. Remember those? Yeah.
He had about a month of where he was cool in 1981.
Now, this will piss Sip off before we get to the mailbag. So Billy Idol's tomorrow night. I'm hearing that Willie Nelson's tonight.
Oh, that's okay.
I could have played Willie Nelson.
No,
for
I got a
Song of the
birthday
Day.
party tonight.
But I could have played Willie.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
I could have played Whiskey River.
Sing it.
River.
Come on.
Take my mind.
It's a great song. How did,
My oh my.
You sang it. in the
Whiskey
past.
River
There you
don't
go.
run dry.
they almost know the word singers. something. Whiskey River.
Take my mind. Please don't let a memory talk to me.
There you go. All right.
Whiskey River don't run dry. Something.
Something.
Take care of me.
Willie's got to be 95 right now.
He's up there. I saw
He is-
some
he is
TikTok video. of him.
Absolutely in his 90s, 100%.
And it's rough. I saw him playing that song on TikTok the
I'm
other
going
day.
95.
He can still do it. He
Going
can still do it.
Billy. Not for Willie.
He's there tonight. He's there tonight.
And tomorrow night's Billy Idol.
What a wow.
They're packing it in at Pinewood Bowl.
That's incredible.
No, yeah.
It
is.
I need to get on the music world more.
Jake's in it.
Like what's going on?
Am I?
Well, you're
you know
always
what's
aware.
going on, though. I was aware of neither concert. I had no idea.
Just try to know the events
wasn't either.
happening.
No idea.
I haven't been to a concert for a while. I got to change that. Got to make it happen.
You got to take Scotland.
And
What was that thing you call it that you wear?
Baby.
It's a carrier.
A carrier on your chest.
I can do that.
A chest carrier.
Might be a little bit loud for a baby. Sit in the way back, possibly.
I think
Still
Willie
loud.
would be okay.
Yeah, probably so. 95 years old. Let's get to the mailbag. Mailbag is sponsored by our friends at Landmark Implement. Got a lot of stuff going on over there. They got used tractors, used sprayers, seeders, planters, and combines. Learn more at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
You're probably going to need a bonus planter right now to get caught up with the rain. So you want to get out there and get a hold of that. Bonus plant. Yeah, absolutely you do. They got to get stuff in the ground. Yep. So they have incredible equipment. When you see their equipment, you'll never know what's used. You know, somebody see a car sometimes and go, that's a used car. Like, no way. That's what their stuff is. It's incredible. Yeah. So if you want to
Landmark,
if you want to get ahead in the farming world, that's where you go. You go to Landmark.
Okay.
Real simple.
Landmarkimp.com.
Thanks, Jake.
This comes from Backcracker. This is the first time email from Backcracker. It says, speaking of music, you're building your lineup for Farm Aid in Memorial Stadium.
Ooh.
You have to sell out the place. You can choose 2 top-tier bands and 1 mid-tier band. Who are you choosing?
Oh, don't do
Who
this
comes
to me.
to mind?
Don't do this to me.
Living. By the way, it says living or dead. So you can go to people that pass.
Well, I mean, obviously, I start off with right now. There's the top. It'd be not a band, but the person I'd have to have there. It's not even close. It's Johnny Cash.
Oh, thank you.
Johnny
Cash.
Johnny Cash would be my lead act going in.
So we can pick dead people.
You can pick dead people. You need two top-tier ones and a
It's a
mid-tier.
good one. I'm never pushing back on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I go Willie. Well,
Right
I'm
now?
just going to go Cash, Waylon, and Willie. That's what I'm doing.
The Highwaymen.
Yeah. Well, then mid-tier, I can add Chris. So I'm starting with them.
You're just going to do
Chris
Highwaymen
Christopherson.
counts.
I'm just set. Then I can get one more in there. Dead Petty. I'm going Petty. Sorry, I'm going
He
Petty.
can't be your mid-tier one, though, right?
Can he? Can anybody be my mid-tier?
Tom Petty's not mid-tier. He'd be top-tier. He has to be.
Okay.
Going Lou Reed.
Okay. He was here.
Lou Reed. I'd have.
And
Lou
he
Reed.
was here for Farm Aid. He was here for Farm Aid.
Was he?
Yeah.
I went to Farm Aid.
You guys both did,
I went.
didn't you?
We're
I
both
was
there.
there.
Parallel universes.
Parallel universe. But missing for the world. Here's the best part is we played a game that day. We went to played a football game, and then got in Mike Henderson's car and drove down and got down to Farm Aid around 5:15.
Good job.
Absolutely.
Good job. Seriously.
There all night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
Well, if I'm gonna sell at the place, I can't use fastball, but I want them up my own for mid-tier.
Absolutely.
They're low tier. But they're my guys.
You can use fastball.
I gotta have Tom Petty. Tom Petty's got to be there.
Okay. Yeah, he's got to be there.
Tom Petty's got to be there. He has said Queen. He said Queen.
Okay.
Oh, I tell you what.
That's not bad.
You know what?
Freddie Mercury would be pretty cool.
I'm gonna embrace that to the utmost. Just listening to some Queen on different times, it's incredible. And then the crowds they played in front of, wow, it's incredible.
Queen would be interesting.
They'd be very
At Farm
yes.
Aid.
I'm getting the Foo Fighters to my concert.
Okay, all right. It's a pretty stock answer.
Tom Petty and the Foo Fighters, I'm there.
Pretty stock.
I don't care. I'm taking.
What about
Be a great
what do
concert.
you guys call her? Tay? What are you doing with her?
Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's not coming to my concert.
She's not?
No.
Okay.
I'd love her there.
Yeah,
She'd be incredible.
That's what I thought.
She'd be incredible.
I don't know what I'm doing there. If you want to pack people in, you might want to
pack it in like that.
You get the jabroni there too.
You wouldn't go. You wouldn't go, Jake. You wouldn't go.
Well, listen, Bill. You wouldn't go to the World Series because at Haymarket Park. I
That's
might
true.
not go to a T-Swift
Well, I would
concert
say
at
this
Memorial
also.
Stadium.
It was in Haymarket.
You said that before. You can drop them off at the bound.
I know that, but
wouldn't
would you go to Tay at Haymarket?
I don't know. I'm not sure I would. I'm not a fan of her.
I would
fan
have.
of her.
I would say this. So I want old Taylor Swift.
Okay,
I want
let's
country.
go with that.
I want
Is there
country,
such thing as old Taylor?
Yeah, there is.
Is there really?
There's her country.
I didn't know that you
she's
can make that dichotomy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Her new stuff stinks. Old stuff's respectable. New stuff
New
is not
question.
good.
No new question.
Someone
Nice
says,
question.
if you had to choose one of these, this is from Eric, by the way, hot tamales or Mike and Ike's, which ones you take?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good one.
I won't touch either one.
What?
No, you got to. I'm with you.
Why
Then
would
Mike
you?
and Ike's.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with you on that. I don't. My preference
Laura
is neither.
loves them. Laura loves them.
I can't eat
That's
Mike
her.
and Ike's.
That's her travel food.
I've never even understood Mike
But
and
what's
Ike's.
the problem with them?
I
Hot
don't get
tamales
it.
are incredible.
No,
No, wait a second. Stick on Mike and Ike's.
I like Mike and Ike's too.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
You don't like sugar candy? It's
Yeah.
candy. It's candy.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't. I'd have to pull over and I'd get nauseous.
What's the other one?
Hot
is
tamales.
I'm going hot tamales.
I'll
I don't
change
like
back.
those either.
Yeah, I'll go hot tamales. I'll
Yeah.
change it back to hot tamales. But either one of them. So
I don't like them.
when my wife gets in the car and she has a box of hot tamales, we're going for on a road trip. Not one time do I go, can I get one of those?
Nope.
Not one
It's
time.
like black licorice.
Yeah.
Mike and Ike's is like black licorice to me. I won't
Yeah.
eat it. I'd rather eat green beans.
Yeah. I would.
That's a
I'd
bad
rather have
take.
a can of green beans.
Black-
for the-
Whoa, Mike and Ike's is not black licorice. No.
No, but it's like black licorice
No, it's
to me in
not.
that I won't touch it.
No.
No, it's not.
No,
I'm
it's
not
not.
saying it tastes like it.
Yeah, he just says
I just won't touch it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It makes gag reflexes.
Hey, the black licorice taste is good.
You do the
Yeah.
gag reflex.
Thank
really
you.
well.
I work on it.
Last question. This is from Tommy. He says, how would you guys do as a show without coffee?
I would be horrifying.
It's not so much. I don't drink it really so much. Like I need to get like the energy going. Kind of like it. Like it's good for my throat right now with the 822
Yes, I bet it feels
situation.
good, yeah.
That's helpful.
So that's helped me.
No, I'll tell you that. I told you that story about Missing Tooth Greg. I was driving here. I was talking to him in the morning while I was driving here, and I said, I just mentioned off the cuff, I'm going to be late. Or I said, I don't have time for coffee. I don't have time for a coffee stop before the show because I'm running late. And he goes, no, be late. Be late. Get the coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, just trust me. You need coffee. Jake would agree with him.
There's a stretch where you're trying to have like sparkling water to start the day off, and I could tell the zip's not there. I said, you need some coffee.
No, I'm in a bad mood. I mean,
it was 3 straight days. I'm like, what are you trying to prove here? Get the coffee. I poured you a cup back there. I poured you a mug. I said, take this, please.
One time
Missing Tooth Greg said, be late.
One time our coffee wasn't. Something was down.
Was I here? The machine. It wasn't plugged in.
Wasn't plugged in. And I called Sipple. I go get 2 coffees. I didn't.
That's right, you did.
You're like, I'm in line right now.
Perfect,
I go
yes.
get 2.
Perfect
I
timing.
go get 2.
Yeah.
I walked back to Bill's like, slight problem. I said, what's up? No coffee. I said, yeah, there is. Like,
no, there's not.
Farley had unplugged the machine when he was doing cleaning. I'm telling you, it was Farley. He unplugged the machine. I didn't check it.
Anyway,
we're both at fault. So
it's a mess.
We can't do it without coffee.
No, we need coffee. Thank you. Thank you to Tommy and Eric, all the mail and Backcracker for your questions today from the mailbag, sponsored by Landmark Implement. Go to landmarkimp.com to experience the Landmark difference. When we come back, top of the hour, we got a very weird story in college basketball. A media member is going to be a coach and also still a media member. How is that possible? Next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through May 19th, enjoy fresh chicken hindquarters for 69 cents per pound, and fresh Duroc pork shoulder for $2.49 per pound. Plus, for Friday and Saturday only, USDA Choice Whole Boneless Ribeye Loin for just $10.99 per pound for the 2-day sale. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink with a variety of flavors and carrot cake muffins with cream cheese frosting. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
What's better than beautiful jewelry from Sartor Heyman? How about 60% off Sartor Heyman jewelry? 2 days only at the outlet by Sartor Heyman. For 2 days only, everything in the outlet store is 60% off. Friday, May 17th and Saturday, May 18th only, all jewelry is 60% off. Get in early for best selection. When it's gone, it's gone. The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, 12th and O, downtown Lincoln only. Go to sartorheyman.com for details.
Hey Husker fans, whether you're looking for some baseball gear, graduation gifts, or some new Husker apparel, Alumni Hall delivers your ultimate Husker shopping destination. Shop top brands like Adidas, Peter Millar, Columbia Golf, and more. Join the Alumni Hall Hall Pass rewards, and for every $150 you spend, you'll earn $10 in reward bucks. Nebraska students and faculty and all military receive 10% off with every in-store purchase with ID. Come see us at Alumni Hall, P Street, South Point Pavilions, or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, it's where Huskers shop.
Power combo BOGO? Huh?
Yes, if you purchase an air conditioner, you receive a furnace completely free. At John Henry's, our professionals want to ensure you are comfortable in your home all year long, no matter what Nebraska has to throw at us. Call today to schedule your free estimate and learn more about the free furnace waiting for you. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
There are over 1,000 kids in Cedars Care today. We're here to ensure that each of them receives safety and stability they deserve. But we need your help. A gift to Cedars will make an immediate impact on Lincoln's kids. And on Give to Lincoln Day, your gift goes even further with the available matching funds. I'm Jim Blue, president of the Cedars organization, and I'm asking you to go to givetolincolnday.com to make your gift to Cedars and support Lincoln kids today.
The postseason is here in the Pro Volleyball Federation. The Atlanta Vibe enters the 1 seed, and they'll face off against the 4th-seeded Grand Rapids Rise, followed by the 2-seed Omaha Supernovas versus the 3rd-seeded San Diego Mojo. Both matches on Wednesday, May 15th. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 5 p.m. with first serve at 6 for Game 1, with the second match to start around 8:30 p.m. Make sure to tune in for the next Ag Appraisal Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Pro Volleyball Federation Radio Network.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC, location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also now at 70th and Pioneers in the beautiful stone building in the southeast corner of the street. And we need to know what Steve Schindler has in store for us today, Bill.
Steve's doing exactly what we're doing today from 8:44 to 10:44. He's doing live radio. Doing a live radio show.
Shindanny's on the radio.
He's doing live radio. He's going to talk about a lot of things. So he's going to do self-help, just self-help for questions
like John Tesh.
Yes, he's going to take calls. He'll be taking calls. So he has self-help. He's going to talk about relationships. He's going to take 70s music request. He's going to do the history of Neely and Wayne State athletics. And then he will also talk on how interest works at the bank.
God.
So that is his storyline for the day.
So 2 hours?
For 2 hours, yeah. So he'll be doing self-help, relationships, 70s music request, history of Neely and Wayne State athletics, and then how interest works.
Huh. So
I like the self-help from Shindaddy.
Yeah, so it's kind of a broad, spectrum. Spectrum. So he can get a lot of people can, hey, we need some self-help with this. What would I do in this spot? And he can just answer. All of a sudden, he's kind of like, he's also going to do a little bit. He says he's just going to delve into it, a little bit of radio tradio.
Okay.
So you can call in like, hey, I've got 12 bales of hay, and I'd like to trade that for whatever. So he's going to do some radio tradio, and he will deal with that also.
The begs the question, though, Bill. This is just till 10. What's the rest of the day? Just normal banking?
Normal banking the rest of the day. Normal banking the rest of the day.
Okay.
So
he needs a little day of
downtime. Yeah. Well, he had the prep time for this. I most likely the show's probably going to run long, guys. Let's be honest.
Shindaddy.
It's going to be honest.
A lot of requests.
Yeah. So that's the kind of the cutoff time, but everyone knows that that's not when it's going to end.
Jeez.
And so people can still come in and get when he's off the air live, can still come in and get to him.
What was yesterday?
It's a good question.
Well, Monday he had the judge.
He was the judge. Oh, he whittled bats.
Yeah, bats.
Yeah, he made 30 bats for kids.
Yeah, we talked about the natural.
Yeah.
Roy Hobbs.
He made 30 bats.
30 bats, yes. He brought
whittled bats.
Yeah, he brought a lay in. A lay.
That's an incredible thing that he could do that.
So just getting all those shavings cleaned up last night. Him and Tamara were there late. And back.
And Tamara still found time to get Jake
a present.
That was a very kind gift, by the way.
They don't sleep a lot, evidently.
No, they don't.
No.
A lot of things going on.
They might never sleep. Just constantly up, 24/7. Insomnia. Permanent
coach.
Permanent insomnia. Just like. Yeah.
So there's Shindy. He'll be on the radio. I wonder what kind of radio voice he has.
I bet it'll be really good.
He's gold.
Yeah, he's gold in the radio.
Yeah, he's gold.
Yeah.
It's gold. That's what he's doing. So thank you, Shindy.
So you can listen. I'm not going to get into the air. I don't think we want to talk about competing airwaves, but you'll find.
You can tune in.
You'll find.
It sounds like
you'll find it.
He's being streamed.
Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Thank you to Shindaddy and Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2 as always. 464-5685. Call or text the show. So saw a very odd story in the world of college sports yesterday. We all know the name Doug Gottlieb, former Oklahoma State player, longtime analyst in college basketball. Now he's been doing a radio show for Fox Sports Radio for several years now, from 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time.
Like 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? He's now going to be a head coach at Wisconsin Green Bay, but he's also going to keep doing the radio show for Fox Sports Radio.
I don't know.
This is bizarre. This was announced early afternoon yesterday, and I don't even know where to start with the story.
The AD. Start with the AD.
Okay.
First of all, Gottlieb was a finalist last year for the same job.
Correct.
So he got far down the road in the interview process, and the AD obviously felt comfortable with him. The AD in explaining this said, at our level or in college basketball, you have to think outside the box right now. I don't understand exactly why you say that. But he says you got to think outside the box right now.
So here's what the Green Bay AD Josh Moon told Matt Norlander of CBS Sports regarding why he's letting him do this. He says what he's doing now is a 2-hour show. I think it's 3 hours actually.
Okay.
But anyways, balancing that is no different than what other folks have dabbled in this area. This is different. I'm not saying it's the same.
It's not.
But the commitment for that in terms of how many hours in the day, Doug can balance that with where he's at in his career. His challenge is going to be, how do you balance the takes, the opinions, and things that drive that process? That's what he's going to have to figure out.
I'm just trying to think of, Bill obviously has been in the coaching profession for a long time, and would it be odd if you were coaching for somebody, a head coach that was also doing national radio every day, Bill, at the same time? How do you find time for that?
It sounds bizarre. I'm excited that it's happening. To see what happens, see where it goes. Imagine having your own narrative. It'd be fun just to be talking about, hey, how are you guys? Hey, how are you guys playing? Playing really well, doing really good. Well, the record doesn't say that. I know it doesn't say it, but
good. You're 3-17. Oh, a good squad though.
And so there's a lot of the preparation, as everyone knows. There's more to it than just the roll in and have a deal, a plan
For radio.
For radio, there's a lot that goes into it, especially with guests, and then you have to be up to speed on what's going on all day. Especially, you have to be up to speed on what's happening. You can't all of a sudden be like, "What? What happened?" No. You have to
Wait
be
a
up
second.
to speed.
I've had those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you? To do that in the world of football, there'd be no chance because there's just no chance where it's like, "Hey, you're cool if I take if he said whether it be 2 hours, 3 hours, no matter what. If it's a 2 hour show, that means it's 3 hours. By the time you get set up, this that. So yeah, I've got 3 hours this morning to take this. You have no chance to prep for practice, to do all your stuff. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it.
Basketball
tells you basketball is different in that way. It tells it that part's different.
I guess. Head coach though. It's interesting. It's a way different, but we've talked about it. The basketball and football animals are way different, just because of the sheer amount of people involved in football.
Yeah.
Basketball, there's just far fewer people. You know what you better have? You better have a very good lead assistant. That's what I would say. Have a guy that.
And also, there's going to be times when I don't know how we do his show, and then maybe I'm sure that's all figured out already. It's not something they're working on now. Like who his substitute will be. There'll be times you're traveling.
Yeah.
There's just times like that. I can't do my show. At this time. Why? I'm in the air.
Right.
I'm going somewhere. Or the team's traveling to wherever.
It's odd.
Yeah.
It's odd. Now, I don't know what he's going to make. The former coach, Sundance Wicks, he was making about $300,000. Now, in the reports I read, Gottlieb's not going to make quite that much. The only reason I raised the issue at all is because it could be sort of a money issue with Gottlieb.
I'm sure it's a money issue where it's like, we can hire a really good guy. We don't have enough money to pay him.
Right.
He already has a really good job. Keep your job.
Right.
Coach here.
Mm-hmm.
And
he may not want to give up that radio money.
This isn't Kentucky.
No.
If
it was Kentucky, he'd be out of the radio business.
The radio business would be out. Yeah. There's a difference.
He tried to get the Oklahoma State job in the past, and he was close, I guess. He's never been a head coach except for team or in the Maccabi games. I'm going to say Maccabi. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
For Team USA. He only has that. Yeah, it's a fascinating story. Yeah. It really is.
He's happening. It's fun.
He's the head coach of Wisconsin Green Bay, and he's still doing his
radio show.
Doing a radio show every day. It's a 3 hour show. I think this guy said it's 2 hours. It's 3 hours, 2 to 5 p.m.
Yeah, but that's one of the things they said. Okay, I can do it. Keep my show, but it's 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, 49 years old.
And if you're radio, you're going like, this is gold for us. All of a sudden, have the guy coming on with, he's a radio host. What else? Oh, he's also the head coach of a Division I basketball team.
Right. Now, the question I would have is, can he talk about other college, other teams?
Glad you asked that. This is from Matt Norlander, CBS Sports reporter. He asked Jeff Moon, Josh Moon, the AD, would Gottlieb be permitted to give opinions on national radio about college basketball in addition to offering tournament picks? He said, Fox Sports will have to work through that on what it looks like from the radio side and us from our side. They don't have an answer. They don't have an answer.
Non-answer. No answer. I don't know what
to talk about the state of basketball, yes, because coaches do it all the time.
Can do that.
Calipari talks about it. They all talk about the state of what's going on. That happens all the time. So, but now all of a sudden, Gottlieb's first four out, first four in. No,
I got Wisconsin Green Bay. I got him in.
Yeah, you got to work that out. I don't know. It's unprecedented. I've never seen this happen. Well, of course, we haven't seen it happen. Not at this level. It's possible there's a smaller college guy out there who's done something like this, did the 2-job thing. This is a pretty high profile guy who's doing a 2-job thing at a fairly high profile school. I mean, he's not probably going to talk about his own team very much because national audience doesn't care about Wisconsin Green Bay.
Doesn't get a lot of attention.
But eventually he's going to have to talk about some college basketball matters. And that's what I don't know. How's that going to work?
Well, again, the natural build is if they stink, if they're not a good team, they're going to say, "Is he focused on the job? Are you focusing? Are you actually focused on? Are you radio?
Really
are you
open up a can of worms there.
Yep.
Also, like you said, things aren't going well, but you're still on the radio. I mean,
what are you doing? Taking 3 hours a day?
Yeah, exactly.
3 hours a day. What are we doing here?
I think it has more potential for disaster than it does for positive things for Doug Gottlieb.
I suppose, but if it goes well, then I mean, man, you could do a radio show and coach a team to 25 wins. We're going to hire you at Kentucky.
Keep doing the show.
Not that, but, the upside could be really good for him.
Really good.
If you can make that balance and be successful as a coach, he'll get another job. He's 49. He's got time. He's wanted that Oklahoma State job. I didn't know that. He got far down the road with the Oklahoma State job a few times.
Yeah. So with Doug Gottlieb, the new head coach at Wisconsin Green Bay, and also national radio host. Yes. What do you got?
I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say the Maccabiah Games are the Jewish Olympics. Gottlieb is Jewish. That's from Greg in South Carolina, and I knew that. I just can't say that.
Okay.
That it's Maccabiah. Go ahead with that one.
Maccabiah?
Okay. It could be. And he's coached the U.S. team in that successfully. And Bruce Pearl had been a part of that too. What is so funny?
From the text line 464-5685 regarding radio and doing stuff. Chubby Rhino says Coach Prime is on social media 3+ hours a day. How's that going for him over there?
Mm-hmm.
There's some truth to that. There's some truth that
he's always on social media,
involved in different things. But
yeah,
I think the set time is what really locks you in, because it might be like, well, maybe however the time works, because you never really know that. With when someone's doing something on social media, what is the real time? When did this go? How did this all happen? When's he going to be on? He's going to be on from 8 to 10. That's the part that throws you.
He's going to be working a lot of hours. I know that. I mean, he's going to be working a ton of hours. The 2-job thing, I mean, I can vouch for the 2-job thing. It's hard. And his is way harder because he's leading a program. He's leading a program. He'll have how many guys working for him? Assistants, 3 or 4 or 5. Yeah. And then plus you're in charge of a 13-player roster, and all of that entails, which is a lot. I mean, you got to know, there's stuff that crops up, it from coaching just a position room. Stuff crops up.
Yeah. Every day there's something.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'd be fun to track how this goes for Doug Gottlieb at Wisconsin Green Bay. And
really fun.
And see how his show does. Does the show keep going well for him? Does he seem distracted on his radio show? Is he researching properly?
I've heard him before, but I don't listen to him.
Well, he kind of faded off, Bill. He was pretty big for a while, Jake. Is that your interpretation? He got pretty big nationally and then faded off a little bit for some reason. I like him. He's obnoxious.
He is obnoxious.
He is. He's very opinionated. He's very opinionated and obnoxious, and that makes him, that's why you listen to him. You say he's obnoxious. That sounds bad, but I listen to obnoxious. I do. I like obnoxious.
I like Rob Parker.
Yeah,
Rob Parker.
Rob's the best.
Chris.
Well, you should listen to Rob sometime. He's my favorite radio guy. He's hilarious. He's hilarious.
He's a Detroit guy, right?
Yeah, he's a Detroit guy. Yeah, he's funny.
Well, who's not obnoxious before we get to break? Scott Miller.
Scott Miller, are you kidding me?
Industries. Is he obnoxious?
Not even close.
No. He's the man. He works at Lincoln Industries, and you can too, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to the community. They have openings in all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities that they offer to fit your schedule. If you're looking for a place to work that's got a great atmosphere, great culture, and room for advancement and growth, Lincoln Industries. Apply at lincolnindustries.com.
Think about this for Scott Miller, who will be the future, as we talked about, the mayor and the governor, probably running, at the same time, which will be very odd. Again, handling two jobs. He's the Gottlieb. Yeah. He's the Gottlieb of politics. Of politics.
And industry.
He's going to do an industry. He is the president, CEO, and owner of Lincoln Industries, but yet he does the hiring. He does the hands-on hiring, and he's walking the floor too.
Is he?
Oh, he's walking the floor. He's
Hard
meeting,
hat?
he's meeting the people.
Goggles.
Yeah, see what's going on. Exactly. Has all the stuff on. I wore goggles with him.
You did.
I went through with goggles with him.
You
like that.
did.
Everyone knows it's on a first name basis out there, and he treats you like pure gold. Can you imagine that? The president, the CEO and owner, and he's also the one that hires everyone.
Scott Miller,
and he trains you. The first 2 weeks that you're running one of the machines, he runs it with you.
Do you think he has the chops to run the state?
What's that? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah,
It's Scott Miller.
The chops. I'm not saying we're upset with him as running the state. Just eventually, time moves on, and that's where Scott's going to be in position. Has himself ready to go.
He's got the chops.
He's got the chops. And again, remember, the best, probably the best all-around basketball player to ever play at Nebraska West. He could defend all 5 positions.
Scott Miller.
Yeah, could defend all 5
Seems like
positions.
I played against
You
him.
did.
Yeah.
You did. You would have played against him.
Buhar.
He talks, yeah. Buhar. Yeah, he talks about a lot. Brugman.
Yeah.
Weed. Yeah. There you go. Peterson.
Tough.
Yeah, Peterson. Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, tough. They said you used to own him though.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, oh yeah.
I think I had 12.
He could handle the ball. Handle the ball a lot. They said, yeah, a lot of
They were bigger.
A lot of and ones with you. A lot of and one. The hoop and the harm.
Scott Miller, Lincoln Industries. When we come back, Bill's Thrills on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for that if you're hosting? Fierce Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and to close out a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you throw a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Fierce Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through May 19th, enjoy fresh chicken hindquarters for 69 cents per pound, and fresh Duroc pork shoulder for $2.49 per pound. Plus, for Friday and Saturday only, USDA Choice Whole Boneless Ribeye Loin for just $10.99 per pound for the 2-day sale. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
I'm Dave Osted.
And I'm Ryan Osted.
I think my first memory of golf is playing with my dad at a par 3 course. It was an absolute blast, and he always would have an ice cream hole. So if I got an 8 or less, we'd be going for ice cream.
My first memory of golf really focused on driving the golf cart, being able to drive that cart.
You were a crazy driver.
I was a crazy driver, but it was what I look forward to. And what's really funny now, when I take my kids out play golf, that is the one thing, along with the snack bar, that they are most excited about.
Focus on the good stuff. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day with a high around 73. Tonight, showers and storms continuing, the low around 53. And tomorrow, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies with an afternoon high around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try their brand new cake batter cream cheese on any breakfast sandwich. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink with a variety of flavors and carrot cake muffins with cream cheese frosting. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hey Husker fans, whether you're looking for some baseball gear, graduation gifts, or some new Husker apparel, Alumni Hall delivers your ultimate Husker shopping destination. Shop top brands like Adidas, Peter Millar, Columbia Golf, and more. Join the Alumni Hall Pass rewards, and for every $150 you spend, you'll earn $10 in reward bucks. Nebraska students and faculty and all military receive 10% off with every in-store purchase with ID. Come see us at Alumni Hall, P Street, South Point Pavilions, or alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, it's where Huskers shop.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We will get to Bill's Thrills in a second. Before that, plug for our friends out in Holdridge at First Rate Ag, full service ag retailer. They offer everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. Been in business for 25 years. You can always reach out at firstrateag.com or call Parker and Chris at 308-995-8327 and mention the ticket.
You know what's incredible? A couple things is that they were in third place for 1 year, second place for 2. In the last 22 years, they've been first place. First Rate Ag.
Oh,
yes, they've taken over as the number one.
22 years.
And they've held it for 22 years, and they never relinquish it. It's incredible. Also, he said there was quite an issue in the warehouse yesterday with people. They spilled a lot of product, he said. You know why? Because of they were jumping off. Everybody's all jumpy. And moving around like that. They spilled some product, he said. Yeah, they're listening to the show live. They have it over a big speaker system.
Oh, that
in the warehouse. And then all of a sudden they're pouring chemicals. And all of a sudden they flinch and they got stuff all over the place.
You understand.
They had to clean up. They had to clean themselves up. Get yourself together.
What's that phone number again?
I got it for you.
One more time.
It's
First Rate.
308-995-8327. 8327 or firstrateag.com.
That's probably where you want to
Even
go.
if you're not interested in it, just text them funny stuff.
Do it.
Some memes. Text them funny stuff. Yeah, just do that. Just
Send some memes.
If you have nothing to do with
Some
ag
screenshots.
whatsoever, but you're just bored and you're at your job right now, read it one more time, Jake. So they could text them some funny stuff. Yeah,
Write it
give
down.
them-
Write it down, people. 308-995-8327.
So just text them fun stuff that has nothing to do with ag.
Keep it clean, though.
Keep it clean. PG-13.
These are good people.
PG-13.
Yeah,
And
these are good people.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
people out
Stay
there.
clear of COVID-19. That's still controversial.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It is time, without further ado, for Bill's Thrills. Let's play the intro here on a Wednesday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza. Oh, yeah. Is We it gonna be need it. bonanza? Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen I sent you today?
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Please call them at 402-730-7387 to plan your free consultation to get ahead for your financial future today.
It's never too late. That's part of the problem with financial. With people like, that's too late. I'm in my late 40s, whatever. No, I'm just going to ride that. Oh, no. It's never too late.
Late 40s, you might have 40 years left.
Yeah, exactly. It's just get a plan. Get together. Somebody like, oh, no, I'm behind the times on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself up to speed.
Yep.
Okay, so I think I need to always let people know ahead of time in case they want to tune out. Or just turn the radio off or get off of YouTube or whatever. I need to let them know ahead of time. Because this time, sometimes it might upset people. But I'm going to go back in time.
You're kidding me.
I'm gonna go back in
Color
time.
me stunned over
I'm
there.
gonna go back. I'm gonna go back
stunned.
to could be somewhat 70s, 80s, maybe even 90s, but we're going back in time.
Please do.
So if you guys don't want to listen to it, I want to give you the heads up. The heads up, just so you know. Now, if you have any interest in better times, let us know, and then we'll continue on here with this one.
Oh, there's the flip.
That was a good flip right there.
Wednesdays, them's fighting words.
Oh, that's okay. This is my second favorite day.
Them's fighting words.
Bugaboos first, them's fighting words second.
The days of real-time TV. the days of real-time TV and the historic moments at the end of the show. To be continued.
Oh, yeah.
To be continued. So stupid. Not. Them's fighting words. Those were better times. Those were better times. You didn't have to deal with this. Oh, let's binge watch this. No, let's binge watch this. How about this one? The stress and the excitement. When you're watching the show and you realize there's only 2 minutes left. They can't solve the problem. There's no way Madlock can figure this out.
Exactly.
There's no way Quincy can figure out what happened here. There's no way the Brady Bunch is going to get out of Hawaii in this time.
Nope.
What do we? And you know it's coming. All of a
Yep.
sudden, the thing
Yep.
to be continued comes across.
And you didn't like that.
You didn't right away. No. I love it.
Oh, you love
I
it.
love it.
Okay.
Better than now, where it's just like, no, I can just click to the next episode.
Oh,
no, I love.
Give me a second.
Oh no,
cliffhangers.
I love the excitement of all of a sudden you're sitting there going, you're watching because it's real time TV.
Oh, yeah.
There is no, well, let's just no. Let's videotape it. No. Then you had to be on cue when it came up next Wednesday at 8:30. You had to be on clue to watch the thing. What was coming on? As I said, that 2 minute sketch right there. Then the instant drama and display. The room would always be like, oh, are you kidding me? To be continued. And then you're right away thinking, oh, hang on now. Hang on, it's a lot. It'd be talked about the next day, like at school or whatever. Hey, how about that?
Give you something to look forward to.
Look forward to. And it was like, well, we can't. And then you talk about the next day. Hey, remember tonight? It's the second half of that. Then remember, which I loved about this one. Remember, they always do the replay from the previous show. And they'd show some highlight clips to segue you back in of what happened. So you're like, watch. Oh, yeah, it happened. That's right. Connie said that. Yep, that's what happened.
Connie.
Had all those things happen.
Yep.
And then you lock yourself in. Then you lock yourself into the show and giddy up and go. And I mean, there's no press pause.
Nope.
There's no press pause. There's no let's rewind this.
No.
No. It was to be continued. In the meltdown and then the excitement is all just there'd be. But I can just remember being like going, it ain't gonna happen. They only got 2 minutes left. There's no way that Dallas is gonna end like this. Nope. To be continued. Then they start the next show the next week.
And then
1
you
week
look forward
later,
to it.
look forward to it. And it was real time TV, which means it wasn't like, don't worry if we're late for it. We'll just press it. No, there was no
Makes
VCR
me
back
cry.
then. There's no VCR back. It's
God
better
bless him.
times.
Way better.
It was better times. God, I can just remember him and it come across, it'd be to be continued, ... That's what would show up on the screen.
Yep, would.
I'm pretty sure when Fonzie was jumping the shark on Happy Days.
That was a to be continued.
That was a be continued too.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think he's just getting ready to approach the ramp and all of a sudden.
You're right.
To be continued.
You're right. And Happy Days didn't do that very often.
No, that wasn't Happy Days deal.
No, it was a special Happy Day. It was a rare Happy Day.
Very rare for Happy Days to do that. Yes. Yes.
I love when the Brady Bunch just gave us Hawaii when they got Hawaii.
They're not out.
No.
I mean,
There's 2 minutes to go.
You had a good sense of that.
Yeah, they had a good sense. You
did.
Yeah, I did. You could just tell, hey, listen, this isn't going to go down like this.
Yeah.
Hey, is the show going to run longer? No. You know what it's going to be? To be. And then someone in the room might even say it. This has to be continued written all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Better times.
Better times.
Better. Much better.
Well, them's fighting words.
Jake, I wish.
I experienced some of that.
Sometimes I feel guilty when we do this.
You do, Jake. You missed so much. You
know.
did. That was real
I feel
time.
guilty
Real time TV was just the best. And we talked about it on air before. Just the one like that. Show's on, and you had to just take off running from the refrigerator wherever you were at.
Yep.
It was just and. Also, a lot of times, if your preparation, you have things set out, snacks and stuff like, can't risk it. Also, you watch commercials then because you couldn't risk, if you came in 3 minutes late,
you might miss a little bit.
You missed part of good times. You just missed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So much better.
Better times.
I can't even tell you, Jake.
What it was like to be continued.
We have some response here.
On
the text.
This was beautiful. It makes me happy and sad at the same time.
It doesn't exist anymore.
The common text community is who shot JR? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, that one was a to be continued. And that was also, I believe, a cliffhanger that was over a season.
Yeah.
That was a different one.
That's a long time to wait.
That's a long time to wait. But that's
very
real.
Popular.
Yeah. So I was talking a little bit more about the ones that were like week to week, but that also happened like that. But that's a great one. Yes, that was a big one.
This is a little bit of a take from Kmart, Steve. He says, if we had those to be continued shows today, the anxiety med sales would be through the roof.
It would be. It'd be a lot.
They're already through the roof.
But even more so.
They Kmart, Steve. I like that. Kmart.
Big Bird says, I remember having a game guessing when the last commercial would be on these broadcasts.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, that'd be a nice one. Let's see. I just love when they'd flash back to now back to the previous show, and they'd show some highlights of what happened. And it was like, I remember they did
lower their voice.
They'd lower their voice too, like that. Now back to the previous show. And they would talk about what happened. Like, I know. I remember it.
A few clips though.
A few clips to kind of
jog your memory.
Yeah, bring you back in.
We got 2 texts from Sanderson. He says, I would melt down, but then you have something to look forward to, which was glorious. He says, and Fonzie was halfway over the buses when it went to be continued.
Well, that was the one he jumped the buses. That's right. He jumped him in Arnold's parking lot.
That's right.
He did it.
So he jumped off the ramp and the show stopped. Is what
and he made
says.
it, but he crashed into the. There was like a concession stand. He crashed into a concession stand.
Was Pinky Tuscadero a part of this?
I think Pinky was there.
Was she?
I'm pretty sure Pinky was there. I know Chachi was there.
Pinky Tuscadero.
Yeah, Pinky Tuscadero became a
name.
A figure in
on the show. Yeah, she come on. Yes, she wore leather.
Yeah, she was a love interest.
Love interest.
Fonzie.
Yes.
Yeah.
IQ
Crew says Dallas and Falcon Crest, better time.
Falcon Crest. Did you do Falcon Crest?
I wasn't so much a Falcon Crest, but it's a good show.
Yeah,
it was a good show.
It's a staple.
Yeah, it was the Melrose Place.
Staple.
Yeah, I always watch Melrose. Lots of things going on there. Little pool.
Yeah,
out in front. Remember the pool?
Yeah.
Ethan says the recap was basically the episode without commercials.
Yes, it was that.
Essentially that.
It just, but which I mentioned in my column here, I'll say
the column.
As a sports writer.
Yes, you were a columnist.
I'm a columnist now. That was it. It was right. When it went to say be continued, there'd be a complete meltdown for about 8 seconds. Everybody, I can't believe this. I can't. And then all of a sudden, then you got back. Okay. Hang on. It was a really good show. Got a lot coming at us this week. And you talk about it. Yeah.
God dang it.
Jake, it was better time.
It sounds like it.
I probably screwed the whole show up going back in time. I won't do it anymore.
No,
I'll stop doing it. I won't do it.
No, I want you to do it every day. I wish we could do more.
Every day, just back in time.
To
1974. Well, me and Sipple lived in a parallel world. We did. We were both at Farm Aid and didn't even know it. Had no
That's
idea.
amazing.
We were both at
I
Farm
love
Aid
that.
Right after a game.
You were there after. I was there all day.
We played Hastings, and then we had to get down to the concert.
I think I went early, then left, and came back. I had an episode at Mum's liquor store. Now, I mean, I wasn't old. Oh, yeah. I identified a drummer in a band that wasn't in that band. And I've told you the story before. I said, "Oh, you're the drummer for Steve Earle," and he just looked at me and goes, "No, Mellencamp." And they were all in a van. It was amazing. I was at Mom's, and I was underage, obviously.
That goes without saying, though.
So your mom's liquor. You're 19.
No, I don't even know. I think probably 18.
Yeah.
But I had my shirt off.
Have my shirt Head madness had the lower end.
I can see it right now.
Shirt off.
The whole scene.
Hair on my chest. I look older. But anyway, we did live in a parallel universe, and that was a great day. That was a great day.
I was like, we figured out too, like that for Duke. We'd have a old softball, Marv's Bar softball uniform. And we'd make Duke put it on to go into the.
We're gonna
go into the liquor store. You could go in. Oh yeah, double header, slow pitch softball.
Wife's up my.
Anyway, where's you got a 12-pack of Bud?
I have 3 kids at home yelling.
I gotta get back to this quick.
You like you're 17.
No, I get that all the time. 27. What are you talking about?
All right.
That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. 1-1, the record on the week.
I think we're 2-0, Jake.
2-0.
2-0.
How dare I? 2-0. 81-71 is the record. You're 10 above 500,
yes.
Though. Today is Wild Card Wednesday.
Okay.
Last week we did Famous Walters.
Okay.
This week we're doing Famous Freds.
Okay.
People named
Bill,
Fred.
Famous Freds. Lock
Famous
in.
Freds.
Bill, off your phone. I'm going to tell you to get off your phone.
Okay, go ahead. Famous Fred.
Yeah.
Hoiberg.
I'm going.
Hoiberg would not be an answer.
Savage.
Flintstone. Hey, now listen. Get off your phone now.
464
Dryer.
5685. Shut up, Simple starts
Dryer
right
up.
now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call to take down Sip and Bill in trivia. 2-0, the record on the week. Going for a winning week by Wednesday. It's rare.
It's not that rare.
Yeah, it's kind of rare.
Pretty dominant.
It's a good feeling, though, to have people.
Yeah. I'm not questioning you. I'm just saying we do it sometimes.
It has happened.
Yeah.
But it's rare.
You're acting like it's like Bigfoot.
I'm not.
Sasquatch.
We've got Jerry in the line. Jerry, how do you feel about Famous Freds today?
A little confident.
Okay, a little confident. A little confident, he says.
It's a hit and miss. It's either going to come to you right now or have no shot.
Bill is a lifeline, as always, for one question for
Lifeline.
Sip. That's right. Jerry, first question goes to you. Fred Flintstone is a famous cartoon, Fred. What was his wife's name?
Ooh.
That'd be Wilma.
Wilma is
Did you have that?
correct.
I have it.
Wilma. All right, Sip, down 1-0. First question. What famous Fred was the lead singer of the band Limp Bizkit?
Fred Durst. They're back on tour.
Brilliant.
Jake Darrell
/ is the lead singer then.
Yeah, they're back on tour. It's weird. Like, he's my age singing those songs. You think about that.
Would you go watch him right now?
I've seen him on TikTok, and it
What
looks
a
pretty
great
appealing.
name for a band.
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, this is great. What are you guys gonna?
I did it all for the nookie. The nookie. So you can take that cookie. All right, keep going. Go.
Back to you, Jerry, for the lead. Last question. What famous Fred is a one-time major champion, the Masters, and was a roommate of CBS broadcaster Jim Nantz in college at Houston? Come on.
Fred Couples. Brilliant.
It's nice to give you layups. That's fun for you, Jerry. Isn't it?
1-1.
Bill is in
I'm not
play.
even a golf guy.
I don't think you'll need Bill for this, but you can use him if you need him. What famous Fred is known as the greatest popular music dancer of all time?
You don't think I'll need him?
I might need him.
I got
guess,
it if you need it.
Wait a second. The what? I just want
The greatest popular music dancer of all time.
I need him. Go.
Astaire.
Fred Astaire, who is, by the way, from Omaha.
Yeah.
Grew up in Omaha.
Really?
Yes.
South Omaha?
I don't know what part of Omaha. We grew up in Omaha, though.
I wonder if he's ever been to Dinkers.
Maybe he passed away in 1987. So
They were open. They were open.
Yeah.
This
Better time.
this goes to Jerry, and you guys will go over under Jerry's answer.
I'm rock.
Jerry, Speaking of Fred Couples, how many PGA tournaments did he win in his time on the PGA Tour? Not majors, just regular tournaments.
Oh, regular tournaments?
And major, majors plus all combined. All the tournaments combined. This is for you, Jerry. Fred Couples, how many tournaments did he win?
22.
Over under 22 is the number out there.
He put a number. He put a good number out there.
Good number out there, rather than saying
17.
So you're going under.
Yeah.
How about 15?
Nice.
Look at Sip. Golf knowledge over
Well,
there.
Bill helped me because originally I wrote 11. Went for both. But anyway, Bill went up.
Jerry, we'll get you back on the copy. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road. Jerry's gone. 3-0. That's a winning week by Wednesday.
How about that?
I feel like we're having a good week.
Yeah.
Domination.
Couldn't be any worse. Could it be any better? Nope.
No, could be better.
Bill's throws was great today.
It was.
It freaked me out.
Better
God.
times to be continued.
Yeah,
The thing about that,
going back
that
to
will
better
never
times.
happen again.
I know.
It'll never happen
We're
again.
not going back.
There's no real time. That is why
We're not going back.
that is why sport is so important, is because it's really the only thing anymore that anyone any interest in real time.
Thank you.
Real time. Everything else everything else is just I can watch I can watch The Bachelor from 2 years ago tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even faze me. But all of a sudden you can't hide a score long enough.
It's the ultimate reality TV.
Yeah,
sports.
And you can't hide like that. Hey, listen, I'm on the Nebraska-Colorado game. I'm busy that night, so no one say anything to me. I won't start watching until 11.
That's why these talk. You hear it in the NFL. You hear the NFL that's scripted. That scares me, Jake. You hear it though, right?
Not it.
You hear it though, right?
Oh, you hear it.
Yeah, and it's
Don't
scripted.
believe that though.
God, I hope it's not.
Don't
That
believe
would really disappoint me. That would throw me into a major funk. Not worse than I'm in already. What's going on?
I have no idea. We're going to break though. When we come back, the spillover on early break on the ticket.
God.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through May 19th, enjoy fresh chicken hindquarters for 69 cents per pound and fresh Duroc pork shoulder for $2.49 per pound. Plus, for Friday and Saturday only, USDA Choice Whole Boneless Ribeye Loin for just $10.99 per pound for the 2-day sale. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
This is Coach Bill Busch. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Spring Sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Electrical Enterprises in Roca reminds you, the men and women of our military dedicate themselves to serving our country. Their commitment and courage keep our country safe and strong. Let us honor those who have lost their lives in the line of duty and salute those serving today. This from Electrical Enterprises in Roca. For all your residential and commercial electrical construction needs, call 402-438-5822. We live in the land of the free, thanks to the brave.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today. Let's get a chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day with a high around 73. Tonight, showers and storms continuing, the low around 53. And tomorrow, we'll see a slight chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies with an afternoon high around 78. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In a world where businesses are facing daily cyber threats, you need protection like never before. Don't let hackers and malware companies compromise your business success. Stay ahead of data breaches with Hamilton Cybersecurity. Let Hamilton provide you with peace of mind that your business is protected. Our experts identify and mitigate risks before they become disasters. As your trusted partner, we help you protect your valuable information. Hire your local cybersecurity experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Tito's on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations. Guess what?
What?
There's 5 Lincoln locations now. Oh my gosh. That's 25% more Lincoln locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. Join us each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon for Youth Football 101 with Tank Perry of the Nebraska Red Wolves of 7-on-7 football. The future of the sport depends on the foundation set at a young age. Hear those stories and more each Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon here on 93.7 The Ticket.
I tend to come home and just start ravaging food like a coyote.
Is Early Break with Sip and Jake. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Chris Rapp, sponsored by Computer Hardware. Go see Trip and the team at 70th and O to fix all your Apple products, watches, phones, computers, and more. Also in Kearney, Hastings, and Grand Island. Rapp, good to see you this morning.
Good morning. Big day today. Big day.
Why is it a big day?
NFL schedule release Wednesday.
And I got a problem. I'm pissed.
Why?
I am pissed off.
Why?
Because the Dolphins had one of their games announced.
Okay.
And it's terrible.
What?
The second game of the season, the Dolphins will host the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
The problem is, they're playing them at nighttime.
Okay.
The Dolphins' advantage when they host a game is having a noon game because the sun is frying the opponents. Guess what? When they play the Bills last year to end the year, it was a night game.
Mm-hmm.
The Heat wasn't a problem, and the Bills won the game. The Bills routinely melt at the 1 p.m. games. That's the Dolphins' advantage. It's a Thursday night game against the Bills. And I'd say when that schedule comes out, they better not be playing in December in Buffalo. Okay? They better be playing in October or early November, so we're not getting screwed out of some sort of snow game.
He's already
it's
working.
crap.
Raph, he's already.
The Dolphins got screwed.
Is there anything about the Denver thing that's whipping you up into a frenzy right now?
There hasn't been really any. The only thing leaked for the Broncos so far is they'll probably be on the road against the Seahawks the first game.
It's not so bad.
And they thought maybe it was going to be Denver versus Pittsburgh with that Russell Wilson, but it looks like Pittsburgh will be going to Atlanta for the first game to play. So they're old. So Pittsburgh's new offensive coordinator Arthur Smith was the head coach at Atlanta.
Oh yeah, a little drama there.
Okay. You're excited. I'm sorry, Jake. Go ahead.
Arthur Smith not popular in Atlanta. Didn't exactly use the weapons they had offensively. As an offensive-minded coach, just they had no quarterback. They had great players in Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. They were just that kind of offense.
So you will be talking about the schedule release. Is this happening this morning or is
No,
it
tonight?
7 p.m.
2 hours.
This is a big deal. So we'll be talking about it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll dive into it.
2 hours on ESPN.
Yep, 2 hour special. And then this is like the big night for all the NFL like video departments because this is where they release their schedule release video or whatever, and then they can win the awards and stuff like that. So there'll be a bunch of different ones. I saw that Denver kind of released like little pre-clip it's of like Peyton Manning trying to find the schedule and stuff like that. So
what
a lot of them.
What is your immediate reaction to Doug Gottlieb taking over as head coach of Wisconsin Green Bay men's basketball and still doing his national radio show?
I guess my first impression is what have we been hearing so much about college football, college basketball? Is like, this is becoming a full-time job all year round. I have no time to go on vacation. I have nothing to do this. And then
interesting.
Then you have a guy getting hired going, and I'm going to do my radio show every day too. It's like, oh, okay.
Which one is it here?
Yeah, it's like,
I wonder what Fred Hoiberg's take on this.
I would say, I'm going to guess he's going to say how invested is Doug Gottlieb in this job.
In the Green Bay job.
In the Green Bay job.
Right.
You're taking a head coaching job and you're going to commit to prepping because this is the Doug Gottlieb show. It's not the something with so-and-so and Doug Gottlieb. It's his show. He preps, he makes the topics, he prepares the show.
Man.
It's not different than just rolling in.
Yeah.
It is.
He's going to have to find like probably a number 2 person because during the season, I mean, if they have a basketball game on Tuesday or Thursday, I don't think he's going to be able to step in and do the show before the game. But
no, I was saying on our show, Raph, that he needs to have a very strong number 2 for his radio and a very strong number 2 in his basketball job.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy who could almost be the head coach, a guy that could take over the team if need be. And certainly a guy that can take over his radio show when need be.
Yeah.
Because that's going to happen.
There'll be a lot during the basketball season.
Strong number 2s are huge in this discussion.
And even like going out recruiting and stuff like that. It's like, I can't go on Tuesday because I got the show.
Curious about him as a head coach in general. This doesn't seem like a head coach type to me.
I disagree with you on that. Jake, I'm just guessing he was a point guard. He averaged 7 points.
He's obnoxious. He's very annoying.
There's a lot of annoying head coaches.
Give me some.
Calipari. Patino.
I think Gottlieb's more annoying than Calipari.
I mean, I don't want to say.
Patino is in his way. Okay.
I love Patino. You know that. I love Patino. I don't use obnoxious as a bad term. I'm obnoxious.
You're cute obnoxious.
So it's fine. I think Gottlieb could be a really good head coach, Jake. He was a great point guard. He's 11th all time in assists. I watched him play. He was a floor general, Raph. You watched him.
Yeah.
You remember.
No.
His dad was he has the lineage. His father was a head coach at, I think it was Wisconsin, Milwaukee. It was Wisconsin. You're just saying that because you don't like him.
If I was a player,
yes,
I would think, how much is this guy really invested in this job if he's doing a radio show every day for 3 hours?
Yeah, that's a question.
Do I really want to go play for a guy that is going to be there, is going to coach, going to be at practices, but also be doing a radio show and prepping for that and winding down from that?
Some people won't care. I think there will be those that do look at that. Some people won't care.
And it all comes down to wins and losses. If he's winning.
If he wins, okay.
No one's going to say a word. He starts losing. We need to make some changes.
But like I was saying earlier, Raph, if he makes this work and he can say, hey, I did a national radio show and led Wisconsin Green Bay to 27 wins, he can write his ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be coaching somewhere huge, and then he's won the lottery because he's going to get paid $7 million a year to coach at Arkansas or somewhere like that, right?
So we'll see what kind of step it helps with Gottlieb. But not one, again, he's going to be the head coach at Wisconsin Green Bay and still keep doing his 3-hour radio show. He's in the middle of the day, 2 to 5 p.m. This is not like, middle of the day, middle of the afternoon.
Well, guys, practices are in the morning.
Let's schedule our games in the morning too, or late.
And he's crazy. And he's truly working around the clock now. He's truly working around the clock because you can't have a national radio show without understanding what's going on in the sports world at night.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow, that's going to be.
We'll see how it goes for Doug Gottlieb. That's it for us. The Drive with Raph, AD, and Amon Green is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times.